Previously on Nameless. The team set off along the Briar Path to try and find Vanessa. Is that how you pronounce it? Led, of course, by myself, charismatic and powerful as always. And we travelled for most of the day and came across a clearing conveniently, so we thought that would be a good place to make camp. Spoiler alert, it was not. While we were there, of course, I was keeping an eye out for any kind of danger that we might come across. So I spotted some people coming down the path behind us, and we didn't know if they were friendly or not. So again, used my incredibly powerful, unmatched magics to cast darkness and hide us so that nobody could see us, and whoever was coming passed by, and nothing came of it. And then Endo was doing some of his weird monkey zen stuff while on watch, and heard something in the clearing, and actually managed to throw a stone and hit whatever it was. At first we couldn't see anything, and then a creature or something began to speak in Sylvan, which of course I understand, and I think maybe Blaze did too. So then we were talking to this creature called Linead, was some kind of fey leafy creature, and we'd accidentally wandered into their home, and in the way of fey tried to offer us some kind of we had to give them something in order to make our way out. So of course, who better to entertain some sort of strange fey creature that was possibly quite pissed at us than Tide, as always. Told a number of it says questionable here, Tide, but I thought they were really good jokes that that Linead enjoyed a lot. And then I again thought that there was somebody coming down the path, and I went out and there were two very scared men out there, and I convinced them to stay back and away from the clearing and to wait until we came out, and if we didn't come out they should probably run away. And then we managed to strike a bargain with the fey creature, although they were very keen on Tide staying with them, but obviously that wasn't going to happen. So Tide managed to trade them down to their music box that we could leave behind, and we're absolutely definitely going to honor that bargain and go back and give the music box to Linead, absolutely, after we sort out all this business with Endo. So we were allowed to leave, and then we came back to the two men that were still waiting for us on the path. They gave us a bit more information about Vanessa. We found out that apparently they're really into like thunder and lightning, although probably not in like the cool way that I'm into lightning. And that they think they're pretty self-important and like they're some kind of big, I don't know, scary mage, which doesn't sound like anybody I know. And then, they also have some kind of pet, and live in some kind of secure, special inner sanctum thing. Endo kind of verified that with Solarix, who confirmed that Vanessa was not from this plane, so hopefully might be able to help us get back to HQ. And then Tide and I were chatting with the two strangers about apparently there's a summer solstice coming up, and one of them really wanted his partner to like get up and see the sun or something. So Tide and I kind of like lied a bit to convince the other guy that they should do that, but you know, no harm, no foul, right? I'm sure it'll be fine. And then we managed to carry on down the path. We found our way to Vanessa's sanctum, I guess, kind of place where they are. And there were these big scary cliffs and some kind of magical space between them with like pillars and columns and stuff. And if you even like breathed in that area, you got zapped with lightning. So it took us a little while to get past that, but obviously we managed it. I just walked across the cliff like a normal person, but everybody else seemed to manage to get across okay. And then we were almost defeated by the door because we knocked and nobody answered, but then Blaze has got a few tricks up his sleeve and he managed to misty step to the other side of the door and open it for us. And then we just seen a totally normal looking kind of magic guy who I'm sure isn't gonna attack us any minute now. And that's what you missed on Nameless.
Okay, yeah. Almost defeated by the door because you knocked and no one answered. How terrible.
It was a big door.
It's a
scary
big
looking
door. Yeah. And I can understand after all the trials and things that you guys have been through that a door that no one answers is a big issue for you.
Yeah, I mean, what are we going to do?
I love it. So you've made your way to the other side of the door, kind of completely uninvitedly busting into this guy's inner sanctum. And as you look down the corridor, which is kind of on either side of this pathway that you guys stood on. So this blue here is actually water that's on either side of it. And a kind of robed man is standing just past the doorway at the end and is kind of looking at you quite quizzically as you have entered.
How deep is the water?
I will tell you how deep the water is. Let me tell you. The water is about 5 foot deep.
Okay.
Does the man look angry?
He he looks more quizzical at the moment. Like he's kind of looking a little bit confused. Maybe a tad flustered that these random strangers have just appeared in his home.
Great. I'm going to push Gideon towards the front.
I was going to say, Blaze will just have his hands sort of out open in front of him and just start walking forward towards the guy.
Yeah.
Just showing that he's unarmed and walking in.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have been like, I mean, we could just say hello, we could just say hi, and then like Tide jabs me forward.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like stumble past everybody.
Amazing.
Endo's just looking around in like awe at the room and the corridor and what it appears to be quite large. So he's just gonna follow on, like his little hands are gonna be twiddling with each other, just like looking around like, ooh.
I've popped your little... Well, I say little, it's not little, but I've moved your horse in.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, quick side note. A news alert just popped up. Sinead O'Connor, the singer, has just died.
Oh,
my god.
Oh. Well, rest in peace to Sinead O'Connor.
No, no.
are we keeping that in the recording? I think for posterity that might be a nice thing.
Sure.
Just a bit interesting that we're also in a room that's the shape of a giant cross.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Oh, symbolism.
Wow.
And hello, friend. I've turned to look back at everyone and be like, oh, hello. Animal that looks like me at the back of the room.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't think your horse can talk, can it, Tide?
No, my horse can't talk.
No.
But,
Just
he's very clever.
neigh. I guess it neighs back at you.
I'll stop where I am and be like, greetings.
The man kind of raises an eyebrow and he's like, yes, well, how did you, who are you?
Oh, finally, someone that can understand me. Oh, this place has been a nightmare. Long story, not from this plane, arrived here, told you could help.
I meant more, how did you get past the... So you've...
The lock was broken.
I think maybe he means the zappy thing.
Oh, very carefully.
Yeah, without major injury.
Or damaging anything.
We just used our legs and walked over.
Right, and you're here, you're not... What? You're not of this plane, and Who told you I would help?
Well,
Some
see,
guy back in town.
I've got this, like,
Some
Solero.
guy back in town.
Right. So, yes, well, it would figure that the people in town wouldn't know anything about planes and magic. And I'm sorry, you've got something inside you.
Gusto.
Endo just looks at Blaze, but like doesn't say anything and like waits for a cue because he realizes that okay, Blaze just interrupted me, possibly for a reason. He's trying to protect me.
He's got gusto inside him.
Well, I think you can see my friend, he clearly likes to eat and he's been eating all kinds of things since we've been over here, so I think something's upset him a little bit.
And he
I'm not
just...
quite sure if the food here agrees with us on this plane, but yeah, something inside of him's not feeling quite right. So we thought maybe you could help with that too.
Yeah, his name's Solero.
So you...
Maybe come in.
I am unsure currently. You ate a Solero, whatever that is, and your stomach is now playing up and you want help. You came to a great wizard like myself for an upset stomach.
No, when we landed, I had this glowy thing inside my tummy and it nearly killed me. It called himself Solero and said he's from a different plate of existence. And
Plane.
I'm on a different plane of existence now. And I might, like, die if he doesn't get out of my tummy.
He is stunned into silence and just kind of staring at you. He's like, so the Solero is some form of creature?
Uh-huh.
I see.
Yeah,
well,
we met just like a weird leaf creature in the woods as well coming here. So we think whatever he ate might have been some sort of sentient thing that's still alive. But the main reason we came was because we were told that you could help us get back to our plane.
yes. Well, yes. Come on in. Come on in. Of course, you willing to help. Yes. In you come.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I take the time to just take a peek at one of my tarot cards and use my bardic inspiration to
Yes, you can.
pull a card? Thank you.
Endo's just going to tap his tummy and actually see if the mic's on and actually have a little chat with Solero.
Anybody else inciting him?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming I got nothing.
No.
Yeah. He seems
God.
he seems still confused. Like, obviously, you guys have just randomly walked into his home and dropped all this bizarre knowledge on him. But he seems genuine as he's kind of like, oh yeah, come in, and we'll kind of talk about it more.
This is some room.
Well, yes, I
Must have quite the party in here.
I'm usually alone, but yes, it's quite nice. And that kind of makes a way past Endo. So Endo, are you trying to quietly? What are you trying to do? You're trying to talk to.
Yeah, he was just
Solarix?
trying to tap on it and try and have a little chat just to see if he picked up anything from this weird wizardy person.
Okay, so as you kind of, so what are you tapping? You're tapping your chest
He's
where the
tapping
glow
his
is.
chest, yes. He's
Okay.
tapping his solar plexus and he's like, hello, Solero, are you in there?
Okay, in that thing, I'm gonna have to pull you into a different room. Yep, so you're tapping your chest lights up a little bit, and you hear the familiar voice now of the Solarix in your head. It's like, yes, can I help you? As you tap your chest, you see it glow kind of a little bit stronger, and you hear the voice of the Solarix in your head, and it's like, yes, I'm here.
Hello, Mr. Celerix. Celero. Do you remember the wizard that we spoke about before to try and help us? Well, we were just talking to him. I don't know if you could notice that, but do you know if I should trust this person?
I cannot tell you what you should do. I do not know this man. I have never seen him before.
Okay, what if he tries to hurt Endo and do weird things to try to get to you? What should Endo do?
Well, what would you normally do if somebody was trying to hurt you?
Squish their brains?
Oh, perhaps.
Or pull their arms and legs off?
Perhaps something less fatal?
Just
Maybe.
break their arms and legs, maybe.
Yes, maybe. I would, and pardon the pun, I would keep me close to your chest for now. You do not know his intentions.
Oh, okay. Could he be like a bad person?
As I said, I don't know him, but I would keep things quiet for now.
Okay. Sorry to have disturbed you. You can go back to sleep now.
If he should hurt you or your friends, I will try to help if I can.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
And with that, he stops speaking.
Good night.
I'm going to pop you back.
Oh,
Oh,
nothing to see here.
What?
okay, yeah. Yeah, so as you kind of walk in, the wizard is kind of like stepping back a little bit to give you space to kind of enter. And he's like, well, welcome to my home.
It's lovely.
Can I tell if this possibly scary magical, is this something magical? Would I be able to tell now that I'm in the room?
Yes, given that you are all about the magic, it seems magical. Yeah.
Does it look like some kind of portal?
No, not from what you look at. It looks as if it's like arcane kind of sketchings in the floor.
Oh god, like a glyph of... Nobody tread on that! Nobody tread on that!
Tread on what?
The middle bit, the magic lines.
Ah, yes. That is my runic array. Stay away from that, if you will. Please, follow me. And he kind of starts heading off towards some doors. Hello.
What's about the horsey? Is the horsey coming with us?
Are we allowed pets?
Oh, yes.
They're very clean and they're very hot, so they're kind of like there's no like bacteria on them.
Sure, yes. I have a pet myself. I'm not sure where he is at the moment.
What kind of pet? A horse?
Not quite.
A pig.
Who would have a pig as a pet? Very strange.
Well, they're actually very good pets, actually, because they're very clean and actually they're very clever as well.
And they can't die.
That too.
I assure you they can. I enjoy bacon myself.
I assure you, mister, that this one cannot.
What does this runic array actually look like? I'm just sort of giving it a sticky beak before I follow through.
Yeah, okay. So it's kind of in the center, there is what looks to be a kind of pillar with a bowl type thing attached. That it looks as if you would put something into it, like you would slot something into it. These are all pillars that are arranged around it. And in the southmost pillar, there are 6 different coloured stones set into the pillar.
Would I have seen what colours they were?
Yep, so you can see that there's a black, an orange, a red, a white, a green, and a yellow.
Yeah. And when you say stones, as in like a gemstone, or
Yes.
just like a colour? Okay. Alrighty.
He kind of like gets into what is effectively a kitchen area, and kind of like looks back through the doorway at Gideon, Blaze, and Isla, and is like, please, please, come in, come in.
Can I just take a little look around for any like messy footprints or evidence of pet that we might be able to determine the nature of said pet?
Oh, yes, okay, yeah, roll perception for me. No, it looks very, very clean. Say that you've only seen him here, you haven't seen any servants or anything. It looks very, almost pristine.
I think his pet is a Roomba. Sorry, you were saying?
So, and he kind of moves more closer towards Endo. He's like, you have something inside you.
A question. Sorry. As I have a question or two. I just wanted to check we have come to the right spot. You are the legendary Venecia, correct?
As you say the legendary, he kind of like straightens up a little, kind of puffs his chest out a little, and he's like, yes, that is me. It's good to know you've heard of me.
And my next question, how come you can understand us? No one else in this place has been able to understand our language.
I am not from this place.
Ooh, where are you from?
A different plane.
Our plane?
I do
Wait,
not know
how
your
many-
plane.
How many plates is there?
Plates? And he kind of like glances around the dining area. He's like, I have many plates. What is that to do with... What?
Planes.
Oh, planes. There are many, many planes of existence.
Can like anybody visit them, or do you have to be special?
You have to be extremely special and talented.
I feel like you're giving us lots of answers with very, very like little actual information. You know what I mean? Like, I'm from somewhere else that isn't here. Doesn't really tell us anything.
Oh, Tide, you mean vague. He's being vague. I read that in my book for words.
Yes, vague. You're being very vague.
Suspiciously vague.
Yes. Or as they say in our plane, vague way.
That I am definitely not from your plane.
Oh, well.
Well, what plane are you from exactly? The Fey one. There's the Shadow one. There's
Do they have cheese in your plane?
Yes, plenty of cheese.
Ooh.
He kind of turns to Gideon and like raises an eyebrow again. He's like, given that you have uninvitedly entered my home, it seems a little rude that you are demanding so many answers to questions when really I should be the one asking questions here.
Demanding answers to so many questions. We just asked you one simple question. Where are you from?
I would watch your tone, little girl. And his eyes kind of flash.
I go into my form of dread.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my hood up, and like my face flickers out, and then it's replaced with the skull, and I'm just gonna say, "Watch who you're calling little girl."
It does something, doesn't it? Your form, does it?
So
you...
I am immune to being frightened. I get some temporary hit points, and if we were actually fighting and I hit it, then he has to do a check to see if he's.
Oh, so it doesn't give you like intimidation bonuses or anything like that,
no,
does
it doesn't.
Okay. Yeah, so as you kind of do that, initially, like for a very brief minute, he looks almost surprised. Then that's replaced with a tiny flicker of like he's slightly impressed, and then he starts just kind of chuckling to himself. He's like, a little girl with tricks is still a little girl. Now you asked for my help. What exactly is it that you want?
We were told you might be able to help us get back to our plane.
Oh, yes, of course I could do that. It will cost you, though.
Go on.
Oh, our money doesn't seem to be good on this plane.
I can guarantee if you have gold, then it is good here.
Cool. I mean, I'm new, I haven't been paid much, but I'm sure these guys do.
Okay, how much gold would it take for us to get to go home?
To go home, then you would require me to plane shift you, and that is not cheap. 600?
What?
I mean,
600?
if you have another way home, then by all means, you may
Is that
leave.
for everybody?
Yes, for all of you.
Okay. What about any extra passengers that people may be having inside them?
Ah, yes, this thing that you ate.
Like, he sheepishly looks at Blaze and then looks back and just goes, uh-huh.
Well, maybe I could rid you of such a thing.
I don't want it to die. That would not be nice.
So this thing is alive inside you. Does it
Well, I
control
think
your
it-
actions?
No, I
Interesting.
control my actions.
And how did it come to be inside you? I do not believe you ate it.
Endo don't know what to say, so he just looks at Blaze. He's not speaking.
I see. Well, why don't we all have a nice sit-down meal? I do enjoy to cook.
Will there be a surcharge for the meal as well? Or
He kind of like smiles at your kind of attitude. He's like, no, that's for free. I find it therapeutic. And he starts kind of messing around, gathering some ingredients.
I'm going to be diligently watching what ingredients he's using.
Yeah, roll perception for me.
Keeping up my good rolls.
Yeah, he's definitely cooking with ingredients. You see some things that you know look quite familiar to you. He's got some onions, like he's kind of chopping up other vegetables as he's kind of just watching what you guys are up to.
Yeah, Endo turns to Tide and tries to whisper something in his ear.
What do you whisper?
Tides, I don't think we should eat any food that this person makes us. He doesn't seem a good person.
No, logically I know, but you're not like starving. I'm so hungry.
Can you roll stealth, Endo?
I was waiting for you to say that. Should have come through.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's kind of watching, but then he's like looking down to kind of chop the onions that he's got.
Is this a door?
It is.
Okay.
A mental note.
Like to just sort of have a listen. Sort of.
Yeah, roll perception again.
Oh, I'm so bad at this.
It's got to get better, right?
Nope, it doesn't.
It was better than before. Yeah, you can't hear anything on the other side.
Okay.
Maybe, Endo, you're like, you can cook, right? Maybe you should try and give him a hand, and then at least you can see what's in, like, you can see that it's...
Oh, that's a good idea, Tides. I'll go and tell.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Van Versens. Do you need any help with your cooking?
He kind of like looks up, and you can see that he is expertly like doing the things that he's doing. Like he's diced the onion very fine, and he's kind of not even looking now as he's carrying on cutting. He's like, "Are you skilled at cooking?"
Endo nods his head quite frantically. He's like, I can cook.
Ah, well, yes. You could prepare the potatoes. They're just over there in the sack.
But what do you mean prepare the potatoes?
Well, peel them and mash them up.
Ah!
What?
No. No. Where are these potato prisoners?
Over there in the sack?
Okay. We don't eat potatoes on our plate of existence. They are
Like he's like sheepishly looking out of the corner of his eye at the rest of the people that he can see in the room, and he's like,
they are friends, and they have feelings. We don't eat them.
They have feelings.
Yes.
What plane are you from exactly?
I don't know the name of it. But back home, I have 7,238 like potatoes that I have saved.
I see. And he's kind of like nervously almost like looking at the other people, like he's looking at Tide as if to be like, what the hell is happening right now?
I look very somber.
Well, I apologize. It's not a custom that I was aware of. But perhaps, do you eat cabbages?
Of course, a cabbage is a vegetable. Why would we not eat a cabbage?
But what?
So it's what?
Yes, just if you just cut the cabbage over there, then yes, we'll forego
I can do that.
potatoes then.
Okay.
He kind of goes back to what he's doing, looking utterly baffled.
We like to see. Can I give Endo a quick finger guns and give him guidance, just in case this is a challenging task?
Sure.
can Endo like see if he's doing anything weird with any weird ingredients as well, based on the fact that he's actually like interacting more close
Yeah,
by?
roll perception. Oh, nice. Yeah, he seems to be. He's kind of finished with the onions now, and he kind of pours them into a hot pan and is kind of just stirring them, and then goes to another place and grabs some meat out and starts kind of chopping that into small kind of cubes. The meat looks as if it's come from some sort of like cow type animal from what you can gather. He doesn't seem to be doing anything. Like everything that he's doing seems very out in the open. He's not trying to do anything with sleight of hand or anything.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, Endo just keeps watching him and watching what he's doing and what he's at him, but he keeps chopping the cabbage.
Okay. Gideon, what are you up to?
I am hoping that he might be distracted enough that I could go back into the main room.
Yeah, he seems... I mean, he's had a utterly confusing conversation with Endo and is now trying to understand what plane of existence potatoes are classed as people. So he's kind of distracted. And Isla is kind of blocking the way as well as you kind of move past her. So he does not see you.
Okay, I would really like to just have a quick scan of, like, are these bookshelves around the edge?
Yep.
Edges? Yeah. Like, have maybe a quick scan of the bookshelves, and also possibly, is this a door directly opposite the one we went in? It is a door,
yes.
Yeah, so I would like to have a quick scan of the bookshelves and then go and see if I can open this door.
What are you looking for on the bookshelves?
Just, like, a big book of evil magic, like something that looks like...
Labeled exactly like that.
Exactly like that. Okay, yeah. So as you kind of like making your way around the room, roll investigation for me. Let's see if you can find the big book of evil magic.
Oh, for God's sake! That's the second one.
You can't.
I rolled 2 1s and a 2 tonight. Okay, I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna do the thing that I never do. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to re-roll it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah, you still... there's a lot of kind of just general magic-y books on there, like understanding like how energy works, all this kind of thing. It's a few books about vegetation, a lot of cooking books, but there's nothing that jumps out at you as a big book of evil, pop-up edition or normal edition. There's nothing that jumps out at you.
Okay, I'm just changing the dice that I'm using on D&D Beyond.
Okay, they're in the dice jail now.
They're in dice jail. Okay, I'm gonna go. I will be careful to avoid the thing in the middle. I'm gonna go around and see if I can open the door on the other side.
Yeah. So you just gonna push against the door, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. The door opens.
What can I see?
What can you see?
Is this some kind of...
So this appears to be some sort of kind of study / bedroom type. It's very cozy, very well stocked with books and scrolls and things like that. It looks very much like a wizard's bedroom.
Okay. Is this a desk in the corner? Can I just go over and have a glance at any of the papers that are on it and see if there's anything? Oh God.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
What is that?
What's what?
What's that?
Well, as you kind of opened the door, if you kind of glanced behind you back to where you came from, you would have spotted what looks like a kind of ooze creature peeping around the corner. And as soon as you went in, it starts kind of making its way over towards you. It's not your pet goose.
I'm going to stop what I was doing. I'm just going to stop still. I'm going to look at the ooze, and I'm going to be like, "Oh, who's a nice ooze? Who's a nice protective ooze?"
Sure. Okay. It's not an animal, but roll animal handling, I guess. Yeah, okay, yeah. So as you kind of turn and like make, well, what would be eye contact, I guess, with this ooze, and you start speaking to it, it kind of forms itself so that it's kind of sat down like a dog would, kind of like looking up at you, head tilted ever so slightly.
I'm not gonna touch it. I really want to pet it, but I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna come out of the room that I was in. And it's just gonna be like, oh, he's such a good ooze, so good. Are you the guard ooze? Is it your job to keep people out of the room?
The ooze cannot talk, so it just kind of tilts its head the other way and stays sat down.
I'm going to be like, oh, what a good ooze. I'm just going to go back to my friends and start walking back across the room.
Yeah.
I'm going to like walk until I get to about the middle of the room, and then I'm just going to run.
Okay, yeah. Okay. He's following you, but very slowly. He can't run quite as fast as you.
I'm just going to be like, found the pet.
Yeah, as you come in saying that,
Oh Lord!
Vanessa kind of like looks up from what he's doing and smiles quite widely, and he's like, Rubik's.
I love
Rubik's
that name.
ooze.
What a great name for an ooze. I really do want to touch the ooze. Does it look threatening?
No, not currently. He's kind of like stopped just in front of Isla, who looks a little bit troubled after Gideon kind of moved past her, and he's just sat down again.
Like a big dog. I said it was a good ooze, and he just sat there and looked at me.
Like, Endo just turns around from chopping cabbage and he's like, wait, what the hell is that?
That is Rubik's.
What's a Rubik's?
He's my pet. He's a
Yeah,
very
all
good
right.
boy.
How can you tell he's a boy?
He told
Where's
me.
Where's his thingy?
Yeah, let's not.
You know, oozes and people can identify however they want.
Point taken. Fair. Conceded statement.
I wonder what brought him here. Normally, he stays in the entrance hall.
I mean, we didn't see him on the way in. That was the entrance hall, surely.
He likes to hide in the water.
Ah, great. Another reason to hate water. I nod at everybody in turn.
What does a pet like that eat?
He kind of smiles a little and he's like, whatever is given.
Can we see this like half-eaten corpse in the ooze, however good he might be? The image.
No, probably not currently.
Not currently. Great. Will ooze be sitting at the table to eat with us? With being the important operative word there?
No, he tends to stay in the main chamber or the entrance hall.
Great. I mean, he's welcome to go back there if he'd like.
He kind of like moves past, so moves to Isla. Isla kind of happily moves out of the way. Gideon, as she walks past you, you would notice that she has her kind of hand on one of her weapons. She hasn't drawn it, but she's obviously got it ready in case something weird goes down as Vanessa kind of wanders over and like leans right forward and is kind of muttering to the ooze, and then the ooze starts moving away.
Oh, so it can understand general speech.
Yes, he can understand you.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Just got the one pet then, or does Rubik's have some other friends chilling in the, water?
Oh, just the one. He's more
Oh.
than enough.
Of course, yeah, that seems fair and reasonable. Yep. No problem with that. No. I mean, we can skip dinner. We can just get straight to the whole, fixing and warping Shazam, right? Yeah.
When you say you can skip dinner, he looks genuinely offended.
Oh no.
And kind of like looks back at the pot that is got pretty much all of the stuff. He's kind of scooped up the cabbage that Endo was cutting as well and put that into the pot, and it's kind of on a steady boil, and then kind of like looks back at you and he's like, I've already made it.
Oh no.
Endo quickly just puts his hand on Tide's shoulder and he's like,
Oh, it's okay, Tide.
and he nods his head eagerly, and he's like,
It's nice food. It's nice food.
Yeah, no, I know. I just I don't know. Sentient solid water is a fear I didn't know I needed to have before approximately 90 seconds ago.
Oh, you don't need to be afraid of Rubik's. He does as he's told.
Where did you get him? Did you win him at a fair?
No. Did you win your creature friend at a fair?
Kind of. We found him in a ball pit, which was obviously for entertainment, so I don't know.
You found the creature that's now inside you at a ball pit.
No, you said pet. Our pet is a pig.
Oh, yes, you said.
Well, it's Gideon's pet.
And you haven't eaten it?
I want
She won't
to.
let me.
Just glare at Blaze.
Well. Please take a seat. The food will be ready soon.
Ooh.
Okay.
Which is your seat? I don't want to be rude and sit in your usual spot.
Usually I sit at the head of the table. And he kind of plops the food down in the middle of the table and then heads to his seat.
Okay.
So, you were transported here then?
Yes.
Yeah. Transported, moved, vanished and reappeared. Generally shifted. I mean, it's lovely. It's just not really. I want to stay. Do you know what I mean?
Understandable. And
Yeah, so we were doing a job for our boss back on our plane.
yes.
And we were just we were fighting this other competitive team that we keep running in with, to try to get to the head of the job. And then we sort of finished everything that was beating us, attacking us, and then we suddenly were transported to wherever here is.
I see. So you're some sort of adventuring crew, are you?
Guys, I suppose that's a fair enough assessment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't seem sure.
Well, there was the time we met that green person when it was snowy. There was the time that Endo got sent to the moon. there was the time that we fought the ghost pirates. Oh, there was the time I went on an adventure without everybody, and then, like, I was with Duramiah. Oh, I miss Duramiah. And then this person called me fat, so I put my fist through his entire face. What
That
else did we get up
seems
to?
like an exaggerated response.
Oh no, it was an accident.
Yeah, he also
just-
like squashed somebody flat like a pancake once by accident.
Oh, that wasn't. I didn't mean to kill him.
No, I know. I said it was an accident. I just, these things just happen.
Yeah, I generally tend to kill people by accident. It's not my fault.
Right. Well, at least it's not on purpose.
But we go all over the place doing like jobs and things and collecting things and working together. And...
Yeah, I tend to be more the on purpose killing guy.
Yes.
Me too.
He kind of
I just tend to carry things.
he kind of like nods at Blaze, like understanding, like yes, clearly you're the on purpose killer. Then when Gideon says me too, he kind of raises an eyebrow. It's like, really?
Oh yes. I just like smile sweetly.
And if it wasn't for Tide, well, a lot of us would be dead. Because he keeps us alive.
That's me. I'm the tarot reader, come first aider. Nod.
Oh god, we just told him who the healer is.
Right, that's what I was thinking. By that he means he's good with plants and can usually rustle up something that like some salve to put on cuts and stuff. And
Yeah, it's much more of a like morale thing, like keeps the morale up, so we're like, happy, going on a happy murder spree, that kind of thing.
And he sings songs.
I can tell that people are trying to cover something up here.
Yeah. Can you all of you roll deception?
I'm so bad at this.
I feel like Endo doesn't know what he's trying to decept, but he just notices that people are, like, avoiding that conversation, so...
Yeah, he kind of like, as you're like, oh yeah, he uses plants and yeah, he sings a song, make sure he kind of like is nodding along and then just smiles sweetly at you all.
So, do you get many visitors here?
Not really, no. The lightning tends to keep people away.
It was quite impressive.
I thank you.
You wouldn't know. Your people skills are great. Letting us in, making food, sending away the big cube of death, potential death.
I'm going to regret this, and I'll take a ladle of this food. I'm assuming it's like a soup or a stew. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, it's a stew. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be like, and I'll have a taste like, and your cooking tastes amazing.
He looks genuinely pleased when you say that. Like he kind of smiles, quite a genuine smile, and he's like, "Oh, I'm glad you enjoy it. I find cooking quite therapeutic. Some would use magic, but not me."
So's the big guy. Cooking's his passion too. Isn't that right, Endo?
I like cookings.
Yeah, then we have something in common.
If you like gold, we get paid lots of gold when we do our jobs and finish jobs. Why don't you come with us and live with us and adventure with us?
On behalf of Talskar, no.
Well, maybe not him, but we could take the ooze.
God's sake.
They can guard the place when we're out.
I'm quite comfortable here.
What would you spend gold on anyway?
Ah, well, I do need to buy supplies.
What kind of supplies?
And he kind of like gestures towards the meal. And then he's like, and also I have a love of books. Some of them are not cheap.
Oh, I've started reading books.
Very good. I always encourage people to learn.
You seem like a nice person. Why have you got no friends? Why is nobody here with you?
Wow, innocent shade. We love it.
Well, I am not easy to get along with for any length of time. People find me arrogant.
I've been accused of that.
Gideon, it's just absolutely blank expression.
Yeah, it's not like she is. I am very rarely impressed by other mages I meet.
Well, we could be your friends. You cook really, really nice.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Maybe we could, like, be friends and visit and things, and you could lend into books.
I could. Do you have a means of plane shifting from your plane to here?
No.
And we still don't really know where he is. Like, where are we?
You are by the town of Invoke. You know this, do you not? You were there.
Yes. But, I mean, it's definitely not... Like, what plane of existence is this?
Well, there are...
It sort of feels like the one we've came from. The landscapes were the same. Like, when we appeared here, everything was the same, but slightly different. The trees were a bit different. The towns were just a bit different. Clearly, it was a different language. But I mean, like, the paths were like that we were going up on our plane matched the paths on back. It wasn't like it was a totally different. It was almost like a mirror of our plane.
Really? Interesting. So you came from a plane very similar to this one then?
Except for the potatoes, clearly.
Yes. Well, yes, well, each plane has its variations. I've never heard of one with the potato thing before. But you are on Cardenas. That is the name of this plane. How did you not speak to the people in the town? Would they not give you any help?
They sent us to sleep and tried to rob us blind, so they weren't really our first, stop for info.
That is why I do not bother with them. Those kind of people. Inferior.
Well,
Well, I mean, they sent us to you for help. That was the help they gave us.
Well, maybe they do have some brains after all. And he kind of like smiles, more to himself than anything else. It's like, anyway, are you able to pay the 600 or?
Yes, we have plenty of gold. That's fine.
shoot Endo a look.
Well, if you are able to pay, then we will continue into the other room once you have finished eating, and I will use my runic array to send you home.
That would be great, because, yeah, I mean, it's been fun on this place. It's been quite interesting, to be fair. I've not been anywhere like this before. It doesn't really feel like home. So we do just want to get back, but...
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you could help us, it would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, like if we can get this thing out of our friend, so that because we don't want to bring anything from this plane over, because it might not go well on our plane. But obviously, we don't want our friend here to be hurt.
Yes, this thing that he ate, and he, like, looks, making it obvious that he knows he didn't eat it. Right, so we need to remove this creature from you, and then send you home.
Without hurting him.
Or the
Without
creature.
hurting.
Well, less concerned about the creature, to be fair.
What do you know of this creature?
Well, he's nice.
That's good to know. It proves it that he hasn't killed you or taken over you. But did he not tell you anything else? Is he from this plane? Another? What type of creature is he?
I don't think he's from this plane, no. He's... Well... I think he looks a bit like a flying creature.
And a roll perception for me.
Okay. Do.
Your chest is glowing, Endo.
Oh. So yeah, the Endo just goes quiet.
I see. Some sort of flying creature. And it, what? Flew into you?
Uh-huh.
And does it give you any special abilities?
Well, sometimes my chest glows, but that's it. Little bit of chats, maybe.
Ah, you can speak with it.
A little bit, maybe.
So it has some intelligence then. And he's like leaning forward now, clearly very interested.
Yeah, I mean, Endo's, you suppose you could call him intelligent?
Yes, I meant the creature.
Endo's not a creature.
Could you perhaps speak with this being and convince it to enter another host? And then I could send you on your way, and I could maybe look after this being.
I could have a little chat with it and see if that is okay. I'll be right back.
Very well.
So he goes in the corner of the room and turns away. And he just taps on his chest again. And he's like quietly talking down to his chest.
Okay, 1 second. Oh, God.
Incredible.
Okay. Hello? Oh my God, why does it... Okay, for some reason it doesn't work when I move you, so... Hello?
Hello?
It doesn't work at all now. You can't hear him at all.
Are you talking, Endo?
He's left.
Oh.
He's not talking. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, I don't know
Well,
why.
it worked before when you teleported me the second time into a different place. So try that.
If you, instead of me moving you, because that seems to be what causes the problem, if you just join the general chat under, you know, where we...
The secret chat.
No, not this. Oh, well, yeah, you can try and jump into the secret one, actually.
Okay. Be right back.
I'll just watch where he goes. Where's he gone? Where's he gone?
Secret.
He's gone secret, okay. Hello?
Hello. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so you tap on your chest?
Hello, Mr. Celeric. So, Celero.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember when you told me that unless I found somewhere for you to go, that, like, it would be very bad for both of us?
Yes.
Well, this wizard, like, mage person, I think he's kind of wanting to see if you'll go inside him. I haven't said yes or no or anything like that. I'm trying to be, like, quiet about it so he doesn't know.
Yes, well, I cannot transfer hosts. This wizard, if he is a wizard, needs to send you to a specific place. There is a temple, and at the temple I can separate us.
What's the temple called? What's the place?
You need to go to Zurakia.
Zookeeper.
No. Listen very carefully. It's incredibly important. You need to go to Zurakia.
Zurakia.
Yes.
Okay.
There is a temple.
Okay.
And when we go there, I will be able to restore my physical form and leave you.
Okay.
Do not send me to this wizard.
Okay, I won't. Endo won't do that if that's not what you want. I won't do that.
There's
Okay.
like a moment of silence. And then the Slaric speaks again. And he's like, I do not trust this Vanasir. Be careful, Endo.
Okay.
And then he's silent again. You can join the Nameless chat again.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
Hello.
hello. Nothing to see.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
we weren't scheming.
I'd be disappointed if you weren't.
Endo returns to the table and wipes his chest a little bit, and he looks at Vanazir and he says,
Okay. We need to go to a plate of existence called Zurikir. Or Zurikir. Do you know that place?
Zurakia. Why is it you need to go there?
That's just what I have been told by my passenger friend.
Well, I could take him to this place.
No, he says only he can do what needs to be done to come out of me. So for $600 for 600 gold, can you send us all to Zurich here, please?
Yes, so he cannot be removed from you, you say? Only at Zurakia.
If any kind of removal is attempted, violent death would probably ensue with everything in a mile radius.
He kind of raises
All
an
of us, by the
eyebrow.
way.
He's like,
Yeah, that's all of us.
yes, I gathered that, thank you.
That's right.
Yes, well, I can use my runic array to send you to this Zurakia. Perhaps I will travel with you, maybe.
When he says the name of the other plane, does it, or when he heard that for the first time, did it seem like that was a familiar name to him? Like, is
Roll
that
insight.
where it's from?
In the clever questions, Gideon.
Got a big +0. Oh my god!
Welcome to
Saving
Boys Lab.
all the rolls for combat. That's fine. That's fine.
You can't really tell. He just kind of is pretty able to mask most of his emotions or anything from showing on his face, so you can't really
can he
tell.
mask himself from Endo eyes while she was asking the question?
Asking what question?
When she asked the question?
Oh, I didn't
Oh, no.
actually
Yeah.
ask him. I was just
She was asking me. She was asking the DM. Yeah.
Fair play, fair play. Damn.
Quick OC question.
Yep.
The woman from way back when who hired us for the job, have we ever learned her name? I haven't got it in my
let me
notes.
have
I've just
a
got the woman.
Yes, you did know her name. Her name was Morantha.
Marantha.
Oh yeah.
Cool, thanks.
So maybe I could come with you?
Oh, do you know anything about that plane? Do you? Been there before?
I have heard of it, never set foot on it. It's a dangerous place, but
What
I'm
what
very
have you heard
interested.
about it?
Well, it's a world almost falling apart from what I've heard.
Oh. Define falling apart?
I don't know, storms. I've never been there. It seems quite dangerous, but
Just as,
Well.
as he's talking about this, can I get my little sherbet skin paper and just take it out and lick it and watch his expression as I get this, like, obviously weird animal fabric out of my...
sure, yeah.
Go
See
for
if
it.
he, like, if he recognises it.
Yeah, so he kind of watches you lick this skin, kind of looks a little bit disgusted. And he's like, there is a meal here if you...
Oh, this is just palate cleanser. It's just a palate cleanser.
I see.
Kind of like wiggle the paper slightly. Just looking impressed by them.
It's very shiny and pretty, isn't it? Are you supposed to be licking it?
Try it. I hold it out to him.
Yeah, he
Endo
takes it.
just leans in like Patrick just before he takes it. He leans in like Patrick from SpongeBob and licks it.
Yeah, tastes like sherbet. So he kind of takes it, holding the not licked areas as much as he possibly can, and he's kind of analysing it. He's like, where did you get this?
Why? What do you think it is?
Well, it is not of a basic creature, is it? It seems celestial to me.
Celestial. Well, that's interesting. It tastes nice.
It
Try it.
tastes
Take it.
nice. Yeah.
No, I won't taste it, thank you. And he like reaches across to hand it you back.
Ever seen anything like this before? Not familiar?
No. Should I have?
Is he lying?
Roll insight.
Someone has to get above a 10.
It's a natural 10.
He's not lying.
Okay. Well, I was just curious as all. Lots of interesting curios on my person. Curious, nothing.
So you carry the
Not-
skin from a celestial and lick it in between meals.
Yeah, and
Yes.
some people have cool books. Some people make fantastic stews. Some people have skin that they lick.
What?
Amazing.
Yes, very well. So yes, I can send you to where you need to be, and I'm happy to accompany you.
But how would you get back?
Well, I'm assuming this creature is going to send you away from Zurich here?
He says that he will help us go home, but I don't know if... Because he doesn't know you, so I don't know if he will help you. I mean, I will tell him that you're our friend, but I don't know if he would, like, help you come home, so it could be a one-way trip. You might not want to get trapped somewhere.
Well, yes, good point. If he was willing to teleport me back here afterwards, then I would happily accompany you.
Or idea, You could teleport us there, and then if he wants to come back to you, he could teleport himself back here. And then, no harm, no foul.
Kind of
Right.
looks like he's pondering this, and then he's like, yes, that could be an option.
If I tell him that you helped us and that you're our friend, he might be happy to come back and say hello.
Indeed. Yes, well, fine. We'll do that then. Once you're finished, then we will head out. Or you will head out, and I'll wait here for his return.
Can I just
Okay.
quickly call? Can I call Gerard in to have some of the stew?
Sure.
Will Gerard fit through the door?
Yeah. Hi, Gerard.
Oh, a flaming horse. Interesting.
I mean, it's no glob of ooze, but he's a good boy.
Clearly.
I hold out a big bowl of stew for Gerard to demolish.
Amazing.
And I was like slurping more of the stew, and I'm like, guys, I kind of feel when we get back to Talisker, this mission's going to be a bit of a bust. That Marantha woman who hired us, we're not going to get her the whatever it was that she wanted us to get. And as I say the name, I'm kind of going to be watching out the corner of my eye to see if there's any registration to the name.
Yeah, roll insight.
Come on, lucky 4.
It's getting better. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be any kind of interest, really. He's kind of watching Tide with the horse now. He's a bit distracted with that.
Yeah, the horse looks very happy to have some food. If that makes our friend Vanessa feel better about himself.
I guess, yeah. He's made a good horse stew. Well, not horse stew. It's not got horsing in it.
Wow.
That would be horrific.
So how does this dimension plane traveling work? I mean, I've only done it once, and that was to get here, and I didn't even know how it happened. I woke up and I was here.
Well, once you enter the runic array, then I will use the correct node to activate the plane shift, and you will be sent to wherever it is you're wanting to go. Zurakia, I believe.
Agrathia?
Yep, that's the one, because it sounds like Zookeeper.
Does it?
Great way to remember, and well done.
And Celero was very adamant that I make sure I got it right.
I mean, yeah, you don't want to be sending him somewhere else.
That's true.
I mean, ask for Zurich here and get sent to some, I don't know, made-up place like Zurich. Can you imagine?
I know. That would be devastating.
I mean, yeah. I mean, lovely meal. I look at him. Lovely meal.
He smiles. Very genuine smile.
Could we get the recipe?
Oh, yes. He actually looks quite happy as he kind of gets up and scurries over to the kitchen, where he has a very thick, kind of handwritten recipe book. Kind of
Before he gets
scribbling.
back,
Yeah.
could I quickly just whisper to everybody? Like, Celero says, and he's tapping his chest. Celero says that we have to go to a temple. As soon as we get there, there's a temple. So if I fall asleep or something, there's a temple that you need to get Endo's body to, and he will help us, and then he'll send us home.
Wait, which temple?
He just said big temple, possibly on a hill, I think.
Also, how do we know we can trust the thing in Endo? This guy seems pretty decent.
Endo does not trust Vanasia. Endo, like Desolero, doesn't trust him and says that he does not want to have the person go with us.
Can
For
everybody
dangerous
that's
reasons.
talking, can you roll stealth for me?
Oh dear. Oh lord.
Yay! Finally.
Yay!
God.
Oh!
About
There
that.
it is.
There it is.
Oh, you are not going to believe it. You just rolled a 22.
Oh, everything. Oh God.
He heard everything as he kind of like is writing. He's copying out the recipe basically. He pulled like a little scroll of paper and started kind of copying it out. And then as you're kind of talking, he stopped writing and he's just kind of staring at you. And he's like, "Well, I suppose it's good to know where you stand."
Hey, at least I said nice stuff.
Yes.
Can we still have the recipe? Please.
Just pay the 600 and I will send you on your way.
It was really nice food.
He's just kind of staring at you now.
I mean, you can't fully blame us. We're in an unusual plane. Everything's a bit weird. We just met you. You do seem pretty full on and powerful. A bit on edge, but your food
You
was
seem
good.
very nice.
And I did think you were pretty decent.
Yes, well. Let's hurry it along, shall we? I'd like our business to be done. And then he looks at the horse and he's like, that will not fit in the runic circle.
Oh. You sure? I could sit we could all sit on him.
I'm sure.
Ah, fine. Okay. Gerard, chill. As I say, chill, he like shrinks back down into the
Mm-hmm.
into the little statuette, and I pick it up.
Amazing.
Oh, that is impressive.
Thanks. Should see what I can do, and I'm really trying. And I wink him. Not in like a sexy way, just in a
He kind of,
cool way.
his attitude has completely changed now. He looks kind of just a little bit pissed off, to be honest, as he kind of steps towards the runic array.
Please come on.
Okay. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I can't. I'm just gotta move my screen.
As Isla kind of steps up behind Gideon, she kind of like leans in like over her shoulder and she's like, I don't trust him. I suggest you keep your wits about you.
I always do. Always. Don't worry. I don't trust him either.
Ender walks up to him, and just says, "Do you know anything about green dragons?
About dragons?
Green ones.
Why do you ask?
Well, I have this." And he gets out a green dragon scale from his pack, and he just holds it forward towards him, and he just says, "I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to be offensive. You seem like a nice person. Do you want to have this?"
No, thank you. It will be of
Oh.
no use to me. Please
Oh,
step into the circle.
Okay.
Remember the name of the place you are traveling. Plane shift can be temperamental.
Endo, can you
Endo
say the
just-
name back to us?
Ender says it out loud.
Zurakir. Zurakir.
With a Z?
Yes.
Mm.
And he kind of turns towards Gideon and he's like, into the circle, please.
Can I
And
just
then holds out his hand. He's clearly waiting for his payment.
Can I just examine this? Just maybe do one last look at this runic array before I step into it, just to see
Yeah.
if I can
What are you trying
tell.
to...
like I just want to like get a sense of if there's anything, like if it seems like a particular kind of magic, or like what it, like is it amplifying his magic, like what it is actually doing.
Yeah, roll Arcana for me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can't tell. It's definitely a magic array, but you can't really tell any more than that. And he's still stood holding his hand out. He's like, the payment, please. Let's get this over with.
I look at Endo and I go, well, pay the man. And then I step into
Endo just like reaches into his pouch and he's got like 6 little pouches of very tightly like fitted string around them. It's like little pouches of 100 gold each, and so he just hands them to him.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Gideon with so much money, it's ridiculous.
Amazing.
Okay, so as soon as you kind of give him the money,
Wait, I forgot about
he
that.
kind of drops it into his robes and then turns to this southern pillar that has these different kind of coloured gemstones in, and reaches in and grabs the red one and comes and pops it into the thing at the centre and then steps back again. As he steps back, the kind of the inscribed thing on the floor starts glowing and gets brighter and brighter and brighter. Can everybody roll me a wisdom save, please?
Oh,
fucking knew
oh,
it.
Lynn.
Oh lord.
Must we?
Yay!
Yes!
Fucking hell.
Okay. Oh, I need Isla as well. 1 second. Should have had her sheet open, but didn't. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so this kind of glowing kind of almost starts clinging to each of you, and you find yourself, including Gideon, paralyzed in place for a millisecond. And then Endo, the green kind of glow that is in your chest, starts expanding and expanding and expanding and envelops all of you, and you can all move again. And as you can, Vanasia looks absolutely terrified at the fact that you are able to move, and we are going to be in initiative order.
There it is.
Okay.
Oh, fight time.
Well,
Hardly, good roll.
I mean, he was warned.
Oh, what the
This
hell?
guy was warned.
1 second, it's just randomly done that. What in the name of all that is holy? Why has it got these people on here? I'm going to have to get rid of these. I'll have to add them manually. That's not irritating at all. Oh. Blaze, where are you? There. What the hell? Why can I not? What is going on? Oh, there we go. I couldn't scroll up. I was locked in some sort of weird thing.
Just a question. I
Yeah.
thought the Solarix's colour was blue,
Is it?
or was it white?
I thought it was a green glow in your chest, but
I
maybe
thought
not.
it was green.
Yeah, it's
it was
green.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies.
I was like, wait, what?
I have a very bad memory. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
It's like, I'm sure. The issue is, I also have a bad memory. So then I was like, wait,
Yeah. Sorry.
did I get it
to
wrong?
apologize. Very, very apologetic there. Sorry.
I mean, all I've written is it alive, highly magical, sherbet? So maybe not. Who knows?
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Who knows?
You've got the important things down there. Sherbet.
Okie dokie.
-3.
Yeah. Not ideal. I just need to do that too. Okay. Yeah, so as you are able to kind of move, you like that feeling of paralysis just disappears immediately. And I'm not going to put you into a different room for that. But in your head, you hear the Solaric speak, and he's like, "Be quick, they will come. I have used my magic, they will come." And then it is
Oh, crap.
Vanisia's turn as he looks absolutely panicked. But then he is going to yeah, you're well within range. He is going to zap Tide for some reason. I wonder what that reason would be.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
God.
Why would he be zapping Tide? Do we
Who
think?
knows?
Who knows? So that is a 28 to hit.
Misses.
You know, that misses.
Does that miss? Does that miss?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is going to be 29 lightning damage.
Jesus. Okay.
And can you do me a Constitution save, please?
Love to. Love to do that. I'll just put my little red dot on. Con. Love that. 10.
That is a fail. So you cannot make reactions now, and you lose the multi-attack if you have one.
Great.
Until the end of your next turn. So, and then he is going to move. So he's going to go to here. And then he is going to. Does it one person? Yes, it is one target. He is then going to target Blaze with his next attack, which is a 25 to hit.
Yes.
And you're going to take 11 thunder damage as he kind of like pushes both his hands towards the floor, and it kind of creates this like rumble that hits you, and it would force you backwards, but you kind of slam into Endo, who is not easily moved, so you kind of just push back into him, and that is the end of his go. Blaze.
I would like to rage.
Yes, understandable.
Yes.
Rawr. And I will take, which form do I want? I will go for my beast tail reaction.
Yep.
So as I roar out, tail grows from my back, and then I will move towards him, which not using that. As I'm running towards him, why is it jumping around a lot? Can I be pulling from my pack? I've got a set of manacles.
Okay.
And then when I get to him, I would like to try to kind of grapple him, and if I can, because I have 2 attack turns, can I do a grapple, and then if I can grab him, try to then put the manacles on him?
Yeah, just 1 second.
Is that all doable? Wizard with no hands can't hurt me.
Okay, yeah, you can try and grapple him. So strength for me, and he will try and dex his way out of it. Yeah, okay, he's grappled.
Yes. Am I able to manacle him?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah. I guess that'll be all of my action turn.
Yes, that would be everything.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna like spit on him as well.
Okie dokie.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Is that everything?
Yeah, because I've used my full movement to get
Yep.
to him, and yeah, so that's everything.
Okie dokie. Endo.
Yeah, Endo runs straight up by the side of Blaze. And with 6 seconds of communication, he says to Vanessa, "If you just send us where we want to go, you get to live." And then proceeds to punch the ever-living shit out of him.
Just send us where we want to go. Bash!
So yeah, he's going in for an unarmed strike. Oh, my rolls are really slow today.
That is a miss.
Oh god, it's been so long, I've forgotten. But am I allowed to? Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm going to try again.
Yep.
With my second attack.
That would be a hit, but he is going to. Okay, yeah. So he is going to use a reaction. So he just kind of like looks down and speaks a word, and as he does, that gives him a +5 to his AC, and creatures within 5 feet of him are pushed 5 feet away.
I'm not pushed anywhere. Endo cannot be moved by any means. It specifically states, and I quote, which is your writing. Where is it? Oh no, wait, I can contest it with my reaction. I do apologize. So yeah, I'd like to use my reaction to grant myself an advantage. Is that right? To reduce the distance of any undesired push or pull effect that I am subjected to by half.
Well, if you're doing it by half, then you wouldn't move at all.
Yeah,
really. You move
exactly.
2 feet. You're 2 feet away from him.
Yep. I'm fine with that. And since I used that, I'm going to use a key point. And this time, I'm going to try and bust his chops, because he just used his mouth. So I'm going to try and make his mouth not be able to be used for the moment. Then we use a key point and initiate flurry of blows.
That's a miss.
What?
He has a +5 on his AC still until the start.
I thought it was only for the one reaction.
Nope, still until the start of his next turn.
Oh, it's until the start of his next turn. Oh, fair enough. Well, that was my first one, and here we go.
Nope.
Oh. Come on, load. There we are. Okay, well, that's it. That's my go.
Okie dokie. Isla is going to pull out her longbow and fire. That is a miss. Tide.
This thing we're in, does it look threatening?
Pardon?
This all the squares that Tide doesn't know the name of. Does this look like a threatening place that it shouldn't be?
The squares that you don't know the name of. Oh, the runic array.
The runic array. Yeah.
Okay.
The arcane arrangement. Yes.
So I mean, it's not glowing anymore.
Yeah, I don't fancy it. I'm going to move away a bit. I'll just come to here. Great. I will cast a second level Cure Wounds on myself because that feels necessary.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not around, nobody else can be healed, so I will. Excellent. Great. What a waste. That's 8.
It's better than nothing.
Better than nothing. It's better than nothing. Still under half health, but that's fine. And I am going to bonus action shout Endo. Punch him in the chops, dude. You're great. You're sick. You got this. Smash him. Don't let me die. Give him bardic inspiration. I'm done.
Okay.
Does that effect on me end now, or is it another save?
No, so it's done. It's over now.
Great.
Gideon.
I'm trying to debate whether somebody who likes lightning might not be hurt by it or not.
Well, that is the question.
Yeah.
Or maybe because he's really scared of it, and that's why he's made it a trap. I don't think that's true, but we don't know.
And you're meant to be on our side?
Yeah, be quiet.
I'm suggesting vulnerability. This is for our benefit, guys.
Well, I'm gonna, as my bonus action, first of all, I'm gonna do my form of dread. Just roll the temporary hit point. Nice. And then I am going to do something.
Okay. Glad to hear it.
Oh god. Oh god.
I am going to. I'm gonna move. I need to be within 30 feet. How far away am I? Okay. I am going to go. I'm just gonna get out of this array in case it might do anything. If I come to there, I'm out. No, there. Yeah, I'm gonna move to there. And then I am. Gideon is going to pull out a small, an actual little, like skeletal hand, like an actual physical one, like a little.
Why are you carrying those around?
Jesus.
Like not a person's. It looks like it's like maybe like the size of a monkey's hand or something.
Oh, it was like a child. I think you meant like a child hand. Okay.
God, it's a monkey hand.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pull it out and kind of like wave it and then like push it up, and as I push it up, a much bigger version erupts from underneath where Vanasir is standing, and I'm gonna do Maximilian's Earthen Grasp and try and grab him.
Yes!
He needs to make a strength save.
Okay. 9?
No, that fails. So he is now restrained, crushed in the hand, and he takes some damage as well. Let me just roll.
Manacled and restrained.
Yep.
Sounds like a typical Friday night.
Oh, I didn't know.
Indeed.
It rolled 4d6, and it should be 2d6, but both sets seem to roll a 7, so I think it should just be a 7. Yeah. I don't know what happened there.
Okay.
Because I think it goes by 2 hands, doesn't it?
Because it says one hand in the. It just says one.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Because I remember I was going to get that for Derek.
Don't know what's happened there.
Okay.
But yeah. So that it's like it's grabbing him. He's restrained and it's squeezing him.
Okay.
That's. Shall I just get a little bit further away? No, that's. Do I need to stay within? I probably need to stay within 30 feet of it. Yeah, I'll stay where I am. That's me.
Okie dokie. So Rubik's is going to be kind of like moving its head from one thing to another, and then is going to go to here, and try and engulf Blaze. So can you make me a dex save, please?
Would this be Would this be an effect that I can see?
It's not really an effect. He's literally pulling you into him.
Okay, because I've got advantage on dex against effects that I can see
it's
while I'm
not-
not blind. Okay. So a dex save there. Okay, come on, dex save.
Yeah, okay. So on a successful save, you can choose to be pushed 5 feet back or to the side of him. Do you want to be pushed back or to the side?
To the side.
Okay.
Being pushed all over the place.
You are being pushed all over the place. He is also going to kind of lash out with some ooziness at you twice. So that is a 22 to hit.
It is.
That is 5 acid damage. And then a 19 to hit.
Can I use my reaction?
Yeah.
So I roll d8. For 3. What was it? 19?
19.
Okay, no, it still hits me.
Okay, that's another 5 acid. And that's it for good old Rubik's. Vanity is having a rough old time here. He is going to have a bit of a cry. He is going to try and get out of the manacles, which he needs to make a dex save for, and I believe he's got a disadvantage on dex saves now because he's restrained. So
Teamwork.
let's have a look. That's a 6, so he is still shackled. He's just gonna yell out. He's just angry. As you are all stood there, though. 1 second.
Oh no.
Well, Endo did tell you. Well, oh no, sorry, Solaro did
Yeah.
tell you something, but Endo did not tell the rest of his.
No,
friends.
you said everybody heard it.
No, as in I wasn't going to take you into a private chat.
Shit!
No one can hear the Solarics except you.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, guys. I thought. Oh.
Oh, they're pretty.
They're pretty.
No.
Why?
No.
Who did I not see? Oh.
I don't know why they're not showing up on. It's because I chose
If you say
one
bigger.
specific one. That's irritating. I'm struggling so much with the layers being at the bottom now of Roll20. You know, with the new layout. It keeps confusing me. I'm like, why can't I change layer to go into the right thing? And it's because I very confused. Okay, so they are going to, where are my hunters? There. They are going to run. This one is going to go up. I'm so sorry. To Tide.
Oh my!
And attempt to bite him. Let me just make sure I'm on.
Other cured wounds.
That's a 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, that is 5 piercing.
Oh, that's fine.
And he has latched onto you. So if you attempt to move on your next turn, I'm going to need you to make a dex saving throw.
Great.
And this one is going to run up to Gideon and do the same thing. That is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is for 4 piercing. And the same thing, if you try and move next turn, with it, obviously, if you like misty step away or whatever, that's fine. But if you try and move, then you will have to make a strength save for me. That is that. And Blaze.
All right. Remembering.
I didn't get a go.
What do you mean? You're after
It was
Blaze?
my.
Blaze is
He just-
16.
Yeah, but he had his go. Then those two things appeared, and it was going to be me. And now it's gone back to him.
Yet.
It shouldn't have gone onto him. It's just the.
I didn't
but
have my
you're-
go. Mine
yeah,
was the
Blaze
reaction.
is- yeah, Blaze.
Oh,
is 16.
sorry, Blaze.
You're a 15.
Yeah, mine was the reaction to the attack from the slimy thing.
Okay, go Blaze, go.
OC, quick question.
Yep.
Would Tide and Gideon have passed on the information the two other people told us were walking about the pet and liking music or responding to music?
Yeah, I think we would have shared any information that we got on.
Yeah, probably. I would have thought so.
Cool. So Blaze is just going to bust out as he pulls out his glaive. He's going to bust out, start singing.
Okay, roll performance for me.
I wanna push you around. Performance, just say, well, I've got a -1. Woohoo! And I knew you'd get that, Gideon.
Yeah, thank you.
Push
Nice.
you around. Yeah, I will. And as I'm singing, I'm just like slashing at it with my.
Okay.
I'm probably undoing the singing by attacking it. But
Yeah, probably, because as you start singing, it kind of
Well, I would have
stops.
started singing first then, yeah.
So yeah, it kind of like stops and tilts its head and sits down again, kind of like it was when Gideon was talking to it. It kind of does the same thing.
Cool. Well, I'm going to keep singing louder and make a dash up to here. That 10 away. Yep, sweet. And this thing's attached to Tide, right?
Yeah, it's like clamped down. Its jaws have kind of locked onto Tide.
Okay. Well, I'm going to swing at it with
Yep.
my glaive while singing, I wanna push you around.
What is that from?
I will.
It's in the Barbie.
Does it-
Oh, okay.
That's a spoiler.
Yeah, sorry.
Spoilers,
Spoiler.
people. Spoilers.
Like,
Is it
I'm
Matchbox
assuming-
20? I think.
Yeah,
this
it
one.
is.
Yeah.
Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not hit.
Okay. And again. Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
I will.
that hits. Okay.
7.
Yeah.
I haven't really got any bonus actions I can do, so I'll just keep singing. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will.
Okay. All right then. Endo.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I'm just gonna attempt to try and punch this guy in the face,
Yep.
specifically in the jaw.
It's a miss.
Oh my lord. Yeah, seeing Tide, like, and the fact that he actually said, "Don't let me die." This guy's grappled anyway. Yep, Endo would just run as fast as his legs could carry him up to here, and then attempt to hit that creature.
Yeah. That's a hit.
Oh, now we're talking. Okay, I'm also going to try. Well, I'm going to request. How would this work after I've done the damage?
Yep.
When it loads on my screen, sorry. When it loads on my screen. Come on, load. Right, 8 bludgeoning. So you say he's clamped down on Tide.
Yep.
Okay, if someone were to grapple the creature that's on Tide, and try and brush them, would it hurt Tide?
Probably, yeah, because you're going to be like grabbing and pulling the creature, and the creature, it's like, is it a pit bull or something that locks its jaws?
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to keep punching then. I'll use a key point and flurry of blows. I'm just going to keep repeatedly punching it until it dies.
That's a hit.
And then one more.
Yeah, it's barely hanging on now. Oh, that's a miss, unfortunately.
What? No, that was the hit, because I hit once because I did flurry of blows.
Yeah, so you hit with... Oh, sorry. Right, okay, yeah, so you've rolled the damage twice for some reason.
Oh, yeah, it's having a weird time, Lynn. It's not me. It's my roll 20. It's being really, 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 really weird. So when I'm going to my D&D Beyond to roll, by the time I come back and click on the other tab to roll 20, it's doing all sorts of weird stuff.
Right.
So just take whichever one you want to take.
So you need to... Yeah, so you need to roll your attack for flurry of blows again.
Yeah, that's the thing. I did, but it came through as damage. I don't know why.
Okay, so that is a miss. So you just did the 9 damage on the flurry of blows.
No,
so it's still standing, but
fine.
it looks really rough. It's kind of not even able to stand up on its feet, but it's still latched onto Tide.
Well, it's latched onto the wrong person, that's why.
Is that everything, yeah?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So Isla is going to kind of look over at Tide, see that yes, he has got something latched onto him, but 2 people are over there helping him. So she's going to rush over to Gideon instead, take out her short sword and try and slash at this creature. Oh, she misses because she sucks. She does have 2 weapon fighting though, so she's going to try with her other one. And she misses with that too. She's like, I'm sorry. Tide.
Right. Nearly dead guy and me. Can I see, is it latched onto Gideon as well?
Yes.
This other one?
Yep.
Can I cast a second level command and just at both of these little doggy boys and just say drop?
Okay, yeah.
Drop.
Sure. Wisdom save. Oh, these are not... they're not too bad, actually. Oh, 15 and a 21.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's fine. Is it my full action to try and pull away? Would that be my action?
It's not your action. No, it's just... That would be your movement. If you try and move... it's just if you use your movement, basically. It's just holding you in place.
Sure, let's try and wrench myself away from this guy. This can only go well.
Okay, yeah, that's a a strength save.
Oh, a strength save.
Sorry, yeah, I said dex. I don't know why I said dex.
I mean, if we use the same roll, I'm screwed anyway. But
Nice. Okay, yeah, you're free.
Amazing.
You are free and you take no damage from it.
I think I go into a rage.
Rah!
I am going to run. I'm actually going to. Oh, he's going to get an up attack on me, isn't he? I am going to run. I am going to risk it. I don't like these things that look like dogs. I'm going to try and run and hide over here. If I can.
Okay, so it will get its opportunity attack. Oh, fuck's sake. That was a nat 20.
Okay, yep, let's go back here.
So that is 13 piercing damage.
That's fabulous. Fabulous, 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 fabulous. Tide drops to the floor.
No.
No. In a while.
I love how you turn it upside down like,
Yeah.
vertical like
He's
that.
asleep.
I
Okay.
guess that's the end of my turn, right?
Yeah. Okay, Gideon.
Fuck. Has anybody got a healing potion?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, question. So, would you say the dog creature is so am I like it's like biting me?
Yeah, so it's kind of like bitten, let's say on your arm. It's like biting your arm and it's locked its jaws so that you can't, well, you can pull away, obviously, like Tide just did, but it would potentially hurt you to do so.
So it is touching me.
Yes, it is touching you.
So would you say that a spell that I have to roll to hit but I need to touch it, that I might have advantage on the roll to hit because it is touching me?
Yeah, because it is latched onto you. So
okay, well I'm gonna try and I want to shocking grasp it then, since it's trying to bite me.
Yep. Nice. Okay.
Oh, and it needs to make a wisdom save to see if it's scared of me now.
Okay. Wisdom.
The DC's 15.
18.
Okay, it's not scared of me.
Because it's a corgi.
Yes, they're well known for not being scared.
And then I think that I don't think I can really do anything else. Could Misty step away, I guess. As my bonus action, I will cast Hex on Vanessa. And I will give him disadvantage on strength ability checks.
Okay.
I guess. And that is it.
Okay.
I wanna push you around.
So you're still singing, right? You're still having a nice
Top
song? Okay.
Top of my lungs.
5, 10. It just comes to here and sits down again.
Who's a good ooze?
Fantasia is not having a good time. He is going to again try and get out of these shackles. He is at... Is he still restrained? How long does the...
Yes, it just holds on to him.
Just holds on to him, okay?
Yeah.
So he's at disadvantage. 4. So he is still not... So he's going to be kind of like, Rubik's, attack! Rubik's is not paying much attention at all. Let me just... I just need to check something. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. So... Boop.
Oh, yeah, Tide, you are right. Sorry, I take it back. I don't cast Hex.
Oh?
Yeah, they're both concentration.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Sorry.
No, thank you.
Okay, that's the right layer. They're going to run forwards. That is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. To here.
Oh my god, how do they keep coming?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We gotta find a way to stop these things.
Where are they coming from?
They're just popping into existence. Yeah. So they're like just appearing. You have seen creatures like this before.
At the beginning.
So, the 2 by Gideon are going to attempt to bite again. So that is a 18.
Yeah, that hits.
That is 7 piercing, and it's latched on again.
Right.
And the other one is going to try again. Nat 20. So 27. So that is 12 piercing damage. And again, that one is also latched on. Blaze, you're going to get one go for you. With a 15.
Yeah, that hits, but actually I will use my reaction.
Okay.
Come on. Misses.
It misses. Okie dokie. And Endo, the one that's... Oh, no, the other two are actually going to go for you. So that is an 18 to hit, Endo.
That one hits, and I've not got Implacable Stance down, so I'll have to take it.
Okie dokie. So that's just 5 piercing, and it's latched onto your leg.
When you say latched on, do you mean... hold on a second, let me just remove this. There we go, 5 damage. Because I'm considered one size larger for purposes of grappling.
It's not grappling, it's biting into you.
Oh,
So
the
it's-
little shit's just
it's-
biting me.
Yeah, again, they've got like jaw. It is pit bulls, right? That they lock their jaw when they bite.
Yeah. Staffordshire Pitbull Terriers.
So they're doing that effectively. They're biting and then locking their jaw so that they're kind of still
This poor
tearing
fella's
into
going to
your
lose
skin.
his bottom jaw.
And then the other one is going to do the same thing. This one here is going to do the same thing, and that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
That's 8 piercing, and again, it's kind of holding
Yep.
you in place now. So you're being held by 2 of them. Blaze, you're not being held by anything, and Gideon, you're being held by 2 as well. And please don't hate me, right? You don't hate me, guys.
We're thinking about it.
You around. Yeah, I will.
That is beautiful.
What is this? What is this now?
Pop! Another thing appears.
What's wrong?
At the top of the screen.
Oh, who's the big
Yeah.
boy?
No.
It's going to move to here.
Yeah,
What is
just
that?
might feel good.
For 40-foot line. That is 5
Oh.
feet wide.
Sweet Jesus.
Okay, so actually it's going to need to move to kind of here-ish. It is going to kind of turn and look at Isla and Gideon and like flick its claw. And I am going to need you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Question.
Yeah.
When you say flick its claw, is it like in a straight line?
It's not actually, it's just making the gesture of flicking a claw. It's not
okay.
actually flicking anything.
Okay,
It's a
just like- 'cause
psychic
there's a
thing.
column in front of them.
Yeah, it's a psychic thing.
Ignore me.
Intelligence save. So you have both failed. Good God. That is 23 psychic damage. Uh, 20 minus 23 from her. And you are dazed until the end of your next turn. You can't take reactions. And you can either use a action or a bonus action or your movement on its turn rather than all 3. So you have to choose one of them to use. That's it, though. That's its go.
Yeah, I don't feel that good anymore.
Get it pushed away then.
The red gem that he put into the pole, is that still there? And is it like glowing or doing anything?
It's not glowing anymore. It glowed briefly and then has stopped now. So it's not glowing. It's still in the center. But the actual runic array isn't glowing anymore with its effects.
Fuck, I'm going to give it a try. Okay, I'm going to, as my first action, disengage.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna come into the middle and with like grab the gem and try to like smash it into the to try to shatter it into the column. I'm gonna just basically try to shatter the gem.
Okay. Yeah, so you would be able to pick the gem up and shatter it. It is just a glass gem.
Okay. Would that be classified as like my second action, seeing the first was disengage?
Yes.
Okay. I wanna push. How far have I moved? Which way to go? Up, down, up, down, up, down. I'll finish going up. It's about there. That will be the end of my go. And the team, and the team.
Okay. Endo.
Yeah, Endo is going to use an action to pour a greater healing potion
Okay.
into Tide's mouth. If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That would be your action.
Okay. Just a question, Tide. Do you want to roll the 4d4 plus 4, or do you want me to do it?
I don't really trust my dice at the minute, so sure, you can roll the 4d4.
Okay. Just in case your dice are in dice jail.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Delightful. Thank
Okay.
you.
So that was my action. With
Yep.
my second action, I'm going to try...
Sorry, what do you mean
What?
second action?
Well, I've got two... I can do two
You've got
things.
2 attacks per action.
Ah, right. Okay.
So you can't.
With-
You can't.
No. What have I got then? Damn.
So you have a bonus action, or you can
That's
try
it.
and move. But obviously, if you move, you are being grasped by these 2 people. So two dogs.
Yeah. Again, I'm still hazy on that because I can't be held in place.
They're not holding you, so you can move. You are free to move, but it will rip your skin because their jaws are in your skin. They're not grappling
well,
you.
in that case then, because this is not actually a move, this is a feature. I'd like to initiate implacable stance.
Yep.
Okay, so where is it? Yeah, because I haven't moved 5 feet.
Yep.
And so I can take a key point when I take additional damage, reduce it by 1d8, and then with my bonus action, I'm going to punch this guy.
The injured one.
Yep.
Okay.
I can only do that and hope.
That's a miss, unfortunately.
Oh, because my what is it? I can't do flurry of blows if
No.
it misses. Damn. All right. Well, that's fine. So at least I've got my implacable stance down. So
Yep. Okey-dokey.
that's me.
So on to Isla. She is going to... Gideon looks pretty bad, doesn't she? She is going to reach out and give you what she can, which is a first level cure wounds. So that's 9. Thank you. Yeah, there's not much she can do, really. And she is going to bonus action disengage and go to here. That is it for her, though. Tide.
Really, Tide looks up at Endo very gratefully. I'm going to spend half my movement to stand up.
Yep.
What I really want to do is heal Gideon and also myself, but if I do one of those things, I'll probably end up dying and I need to get out of the way. So what I'm going to do is cast. This isn't a 40-foot cube, but it's a 40-foot width. Can I cast slow in a 40-foot cube?
Yep.
I'd like to get the big boy and the 3 little boys around me and Endo.
Okay.
Actually, no. Can I get? Yeah, let's do this. Let's get our favourite Oozy boy in there as well. Can you guys see that? Can you see the square?
We can
Yep.
see the square.
Yeah.
You can draw it on the thing if you want.
Big fan. No, that's fine. I'm going to cast slow.
Okay.
In this region, I'm just going to reach out and like just try and feel the auras and like clamp them. To try and slow all of the boys down.
So that is wisdom. Okie dokie. So let's have a look. So they've got that on there. So that the big boy got an 19.
Right.
The other ones are gonna do 1, 2, 3. All but one of the others failed. So these 2 failed. So I will give them a little snail. And you want to cast it on the ooze as well, that's happily sitting listening to the song.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a 21, so he
Jesus.
passed it.
Oh
Okay.
lord.
OC, I can see that it's these 2 boys up here that have failed.
Yep.
Do I know that in character?
I don't know. Would you know that in character? Would Tide have some way of knowing that?
Well,
Just
I feel
say
like
yes.
if I'm reaching out to the auras, I feel like I'll be able to see
Yeah.
which ones I can like clamp.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Great. I'm going to get away. I'm just going to go this way.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shout to Gideon and say, "Run, you fool!" and give you bardic inspiration. And I'm done.
Okie dokie. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Gideon.
So I can only do one of my action, bonus action,
Yes.
and move. Okay. So I presume I can still speak though.
Oh, yeah, you can talk.
Yeah, and stuff. Yeah, okay. So I am going to think you see like it looks like all the darkness in the room is like getting sucked towards Gideon, and then it kind of all comes in, and then like you just see like the black eldritch tentacles like erupt out of Gideon and start battering everything around her. I'm going to do Arms of Hadar.
Amazing.
I'm gonna do it at second level, so the 3 things around me need to do strength saves.
Okie dokie. Is these guys? Do not have. Okay, so that's a 13, 18, and 13.
Okay, so the middle one saved, the other 2 failed.
Okay.
So the ones that fail take. Oh god, that was rolled a 1 and a 2 and a 5. So the 2 that fail take 8
Yep.
necrotic and they can't do reactions.
Okay.
And the one that saved just takes half, so that's 4.
Yep. Okay.
And then I'm going to look over at our wizardy friend and say, if I release you, are you going to help us? Enemy of my enemy is my friend and all that.
Okay. Okay. Is that everything?
I'm going to drop concentration on Earth and Grasp.
Okay. So he is not restrained anymore. He's still got the manacles on though.
Shackles, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. And Rubik's is. Are you still singing, Blaze?
Yeah, of course I am.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna
Having a great
go.
time.
10. to here and sit down. And we're back to the top, and we're going to take a 10-minute break there.
Before we all go, if we survive, can we take that back to Talisker as Blaze's pet?
The ooze.
Yeah.
If you can convince him to go with you, sure.
I feel like he's already convincing him.
Until I stop singing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just keep singing, get him into the portal, and woohoo! There we go.
Right. Okay, so we will break for 10 minutes and be back at about 25 to.
Alrighty.
Okie dokie. Okay, are we ready to get back to it?
No.
Okay,
We
so
leveled up, right?
if you survive this, yes.
Jesus.
Wow.
Okay, so we're back to Vanessir. He has been unrestrained now. He's still trying to get out of these bloody shackles. So he is gonna connect.
Has he responded to
Oh!
what Gideon said?
He got a 6. He's gonna kind of like look towards Gideon and be like, "Well, if I was released from these, then maybe I could help." And he is going to kind of start moving, kind of next to Isla, like holding them out as if to be like, "Please, like, help me get out of these." And that is going to be him. The Void Hunters are going to... What is this one going to do? This one is going to go to here. The 2 by Gideon are going to try and bite again. Sorry.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. Fine.
That is a 13.
I think that misses. Yeah, that misses.
Okay, see. 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so one of them is no longer attached to you, because obviously he had to release his jaws to try and bite again. And he missed, so he's not attached to you. The other one is going to be 11 piercing. I see your HP. I am concerned. And again, he's kind of latched onto you, so the one above you is latched onto you. The one that ran up to the ooze is going to try and bite the ooze. That was a hit. However, it can't really attach itself to the ooze, so it just kind of goes through it. Yeah, this one's gonna slow. What does slow do? What does it do?
I've tagged it in chat. -2 to AC index save throws. Can't use reactions. Action or bonus action, not both. You can't do more than one melee or ranged attack during
Oh,
the turn.
I see it. And it said it can either use an action or bonus action, not both. Okay. And its speed is halved, so it can actually still get to you, I'm afraid, Tide.
Wonderful.
And then it's going to use its action to bite.
Right, you did.
Which is a 15.
Yeah, that is.
That is 7 piercing.
Yeah, cool.
and it is attached to you. Endo, the 2 near you are going to try and bite you.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. That was a nat 20.
No.
So that was a 27 to hit. So that is 17 piercing damage.
I'd like to use my implacable stance, please.
Okay.
Try to find it because I don't know if it's changed. I don't think it has. Yeah, it's just 1d8. Rolling it now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's 12 because it reduces it, doesn't it? So
Yeah, just to let you know, you saw that long before me. I've only just seen it pop up now. That's how slow it's lagging. So please be aware of that when you're saying stuff and then waiting for me to respond.
Okay.
So that's 12.
Yep,
Okay.
so that's 12 piercing, and then the other one's gonna try and bite with a 26.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
That's just 4 piercing.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's
Just.
fine.
Just.
It's alright. I'm
okay.
a big boy.
That's them. The big boy up by Blaze is going to make its attacks. It has 3. It's going to attack twice with its claws, so one then the other at you, Blaze.
Yep.
26.
Yep.
13 slashing. I am so sorry. Nat 20, so 27 for 20 slashing. And then one attack with its tail as it tries to like jab into you with its tail. That's 25 to hit.
Wow.
Yep.
5 poison damage.
Blaze is down.
Oh,
Okay. So Blaze, can you pop yourself onto Whisper?
Yep.
Turned him upside down.
He is Australian, so
Yeah.
that's how they walk. They walk around upside down.
Unsure that that's actually factually accurate. Yeah, so just I need a whispered death save from Blaze. And then...
As in now?
yeah, because it's your turn.
Oh, of course it is. Sorry.
What's Gideon doing? She's just rolling around.
In agony.
Just
okay?
You're just flailing with all the eldritch like tentacles coming out of you in every direction like a little squid.
Endo.
Yeah, Endo's just gonna try and pile drive this one at the top. In the facial region.
Oh, did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Oh, thankfully it hasn't changed that. So the one at the top, yeah?
Yeah, the one above me.
That's a nat one, so that's a miss.
The fucking hell is going on? When it stops
oh,
rolling.
that was special.
It's only just stopped rolling the dice for me. There we go. What happens, Lynn?
Do you want to do the
No, not really, but I know that it's only fair that it happens because, you know.
Well, I don't know where my bloody thing is, so you might
Oh,
get a free
never mind
pass
then.
on this one because I don't actually know where I've put my deck and I can't. It's dark in here. I can't find it, so you're fine.
Yes, thank God I didn't turn the light on when I came with the cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yes!
How dare you?
Not intended at all. Right, yeah, so I'm going to try again. This is the slowest roll I'm waiting for. I
Okay.
clicked it ages ago.
Yeah, it's finally come through. 14. That was a hit.
All right, yeah, it takes that in the face. It takes that in the face. I'm literally just going to headbutt it.
Okay. Yep. Nice. Yep. You have. So you're headbutting its head.
I am headbutting its face.
Yeah,
Basically.
you do it with such force that it basically just like the skull just implodes, and it drops down to the ground.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to bonus action, flurry of blows to the one to the left.
Yep. That's a miss.
And then the second one.
That's a hit.
Yeah, that's going to be a headbutt as well, straight to the
Yep.
face.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, if I stay still, I've still got my implacable stance.
You have.
So yeah, I'm going to just stay here for the moment.
Okay.
And that's me.
We for the love of God. Okay, Isla's gonna run back.
Oh no. Okay.
And Cure Wounds you again. For another 8. And then she is gonna run away again. Back over here. And she's kind of gonna look at the shackle things that he's got on and be like, I don't have the key. Tide.
I'm going to do a 3rd level healing word at my boy Blaze. And I'm just, this is too much. I'm just gonna shout,
Pardon?
that's my healing word. Just get up.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair.
12 points of healing. And then I'm going to action disengage. And I'm going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't really want to get close to Vanessa still, so I'm just going to go here.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Okay. Gideon.
Okay. I'm going to
Hold on.
yeah. Oh no, shit! I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. What
you just drew? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to clap my hands. Go. Nope. A misty step. I'm going to misty step into this corner.
Yeah.
And then I am going to spend a sorcery point and chuck 2 firebolts at the 2 things that I was just next to.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
So here's 1. Oh my god, my rolls.
That's a miss. That's a hit. Okay. Oh. Yeah, okay. The top one is barely standing.
I think I just go, for sake. And that's my go.
Okay. Blaze, you stopped singing.
I did stop singing because I was out.
Stop singing. However, Rubik's is quite annoyed at this creature here that just attacked him. So he's going to lash out at it with his 2 attacks. And he hits with both, and his acid just eats away at it, and it kind of dissolves all the flesh and it drops to the floor as he has finished that off because he doesn't like being attacked. Fantasy is still holding the shackles out, and he's like, what? Oh, I'm not going up there. And he kind of looks up towards where Blaze is, and then actually is going to move back 50
What?
to there. These hunters are going to find
Fuck
That was amazing. That was amazing.
This one is gonna.
Great.
So here, I'm sorry, they have such movement speed. It's ridiculous. They can move 50 feet.
Wow.
Jesus, the right
And
endo.
basically, each of them are going to make a bite attack. So first on Gideon, 26 to hit.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Please don't be mad at me.
I'm not.
11 piercing.
I'm mad at the dice.
Don't worry, guys. I put something in that tea just in case it didn't go our way.
Jesus.
I would never.
Next one is going to bite at Isla. The 20.
Wow.
That is 11. She is barely standing. Next one is going to be at Tide. 21.
Mm-hmm.
4 piercing.
That's marvelous. That's fine.
Next one at Endo.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
What? Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
27.
This feels
So that
rigged.
is 19 piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a key point.
Yep.
And roll 1d8. And I'm also going to say OC. I'm burning through these key points, boys and girls. There you go. So reduce the damage by... Go on, roll over 7. Yes!
Okay.
So how much damage was I going to take? 12?
12 now. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let me just change that. Yep.
Okay. Big boy is gonna do the same as he did before. Blaze, I'm sorry.
Gonna ninja it.
So 24,
Yeah,
13.
I'm down.
Okay. How far can it move just out of interest? 40. It's going to go to here. Let me just move that fella because he's dead now. It's going to attack Endo with its claws.
Is this... I'm sorry, what?
21.
Uh,
It's
yeah.
going to be hit. That is 11 slashing.
Yeah, I'm going to use a key point. And I'm going to roll a d8 again.
Is that Is it a reaction to do that? Because you've already used your reaction this turn.
No, it don't count. It's just any.
Oh, okay.
Because I used basically because the sacrifice I'm making is I'm using my key points. So the way we made it was I can do that, but only if I did implacable stance and only if I didn't move like X amount of feet. Let me just get it up just to make sure because I don't want to be.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Correct.
I've just checked. You're right.
Oh, right, yeah. So that's 1d8. When the table pops back up. Oh,
Yep.
finally, there it's loaded. That's how long it takes. I click something and it takes like 30 seconds for it to actually buffer.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
So that's
Oh my
10
God.
slashing then because it reduced it. And it's got one more attack.
Oh, for the love of fuck.
That's a 22 to hit.
Are you yeah.
13
Yeah.
poison damage.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why that's on there. That shouldn't be there. Okay. Blaze, can you whisper me?
I whisper sweet death in your ear.
Okay. Endo, your turn.
Okay. Endo is going to take the last greater healing potion that he's got.
Yep.
Thank the Lords of Cobalt that I had 2 of those and 1 normal one. 4d4. Give me the 4d4. I'm waiting for it to load. For me, it's just taking ages. How did I get like a... Why is that red?
Because you got one of them was nat 1. So you got a 3,
Ah.
2, a 3 and a 1.
Okay, so let me just add that health. That's going to be there for about 10 seconds. Oh, I could do that. Oh, can I do that? I might be able to do that. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Forgive me, I'm just lost on my sheet. Hold on. Where have you gone? Where have you gone? Right, I know I can action disengage. Oh, where is it? There it is. I'm going to use a key point. Almost run out of these bad boys. And I'm going to use Step of the Wind to disengage. I can use that as an action or a bonus action. So I'm using it as a bonus action after I've drunk the potion.
Okay, yeah.
And my jump distance is doubled for the turn, so I'm literally just going to yeet myself. When I can measure, because my game's... Oh my god, my game's going all over the place. Roll 20, sort your shit out today. Sorry about this, guys. It's really, really lagging. It's only just clicked on the... Thank you, Han. Thank you. Right, I'm going to jump to... Yeah, sod it, I should be able to. Back here, if that's even pinging. Just to the bottom right of the person that came with us.
Isla.
Yeah,
So
right, my
here.
roll 20's... Yeah, my roll 20's absolutely spazzed out now, so I can't even move my character. I can't do anything.
I'll move you to where I think you are. And then if
I
you're
think
not...
I'm... Oh my god. Yeah, could you? Because I can't do anything.
I've moved you.
I'm
Okay.
getting really frustrated and annoyed. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do at the moment.
Okay. Isla is going.
Oh! Would I be allowed to pass her a potion?
You're going to pass Isla. So you're just passing her as you kind of land.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything else.
Just a normal healing potion.
It wasn't a normal one, but it wasn't a greater one. It was the one in between. Can't remember what to call it. Is it a supreme or... I don't know. God, no, I'm thinking of pizzas now.
You have a look at your... When you can, look at your inventory and just let her know.
Yeah.
She is going to bonus action disengage. And then she is going to... How far away are you now? Oh, you are too far away. She's... She's still going to do it because she's going to try and get as close as she can. So she's going to come up to this one, and then she's going to attack with her short sword. She can only do one. That is a hit. She didn't get sneak attack because I don't think you being on the floor.
Very distracting dead body.
Okay, that is that. Tide?
Oh no, I really want to get to Gideon and I really want to get to Blaze. I'm going to... Oh god, I can't. I can't. I'm going to... All I'm going to do, I'm going to come around this boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Aid on Blaze, Endo, and myself, which gives them everyone gets 5 we all get 5 HP and our hit points max is increased by 5.
Yay!
You're up again.
Well, until
I
the guys
get
go
knocked
before
down,
me again.
but I get up again.
That didn't include me, right?
No, it's only 30 feet, or I would have done. But if I
that's
try to
right.
get away from him, I will probably die. And then I'm going to. Can you still got a? Can you bardic on a death save, Han? Lynn?
Can you?
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know. Can you?
I'm googling
I've
it.
never heard of a ruling. I've never heard of anything.
Did you use the last bardic I gave you, Han?
No, I haven't used it.
Right. I'll
I
save.
haven't used mine either.
But I mean, if you can, you've got bardic.
No, because you can't. You already have it. Because the first thing that comes up is like, oh, you must be able to hear the bard to gain an inspiration die, but you already have the inspiration die. down.
Just
Yes,
food for thought.
apparently you are. Apparently you can. As long as the PC who is down already had bardic inspiration, you're allowed to use it on the death save.
Nice. Oh, good. I'll save fine.
But obviously you couldn't give it to a downed creature because they
Yeah,
have to be
yeah,
able to
yeah.
hear you to be inspired.
Yes, that is fine. I daren't move away. No, I really should move. He's only going to attack me anyway. He's only going to attack me anyway.
My health points have got me up to a point where I could possibly take a couple of hits. So yeah.
He's only going to attack me anyway, so I'm going to try and run away from him. That feels fair and reasonable.
Okay.
And I'm going to go all the way down here. So he can try and off-attack me if he wants, and maybe I'll just move myself back. If
14.
Yeah, I've got AC 14. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, that's 5.
Oh, it's fine. Delightful. I'm done.
Okay. Gideon, if you want to whisper. Okay. Rubik's has been kind of like, he killed this one and then kind of saw Blaze, who was singing a nice song to him, go down because of this one. So immediately lurches forward and is going to attack this big boy.
Oh, he's a good ooze.
He is getting adopted.
Only hits with one of his attacks, unfortunately, but it's better than a kicking him, right? And that's it for him. Vanity again is going to try and get out of these bloody shackles. Fails again. Desperately reaches out his hands at Tide and is like, "Do something, please." And he's just going to stay there for the moment with his hands out, like not, no one's right by him yet, so he's not going to try and run again just yet. He's like, for God's sake. The creatures here, so this one's going to go for Isla. That is a 25. Oh Lord, she is up but barely standing. This one is going to run up to Endo, as is this one. So they're both going to try and bite you, Endo.
Yeah.
For God's sake, nat 20.
Oh,
That's
God.
right.
Well, you
This
rolling
is
so
a
many
joke.
I don't know. I don't know.
She's got all our nat 20s. That's what she's doing. She's
Seems we
fucking
did
them
it.
in.
19.
Oh,
And then the
shit,
next
hell.
attack is going to be a 12.
All right, well, that could
That misses.
get lost. Yeah, that could get lost.
Okay. The one up top is going to go for Rubik's. 20, it does hit. Takes a tiny little bit of his health away. It's not something that he's concerned about. Big boy is going to, having just been attacked by Rubik's, is going to hit him back. And he is taking quite a lot of damage here. But he's still oozing. He's still oozy. Blaze.
No. Can I attempt to yeet the keys across the room down to Tide and Venecia?
Sure. Yeah, I would say just do like a strength check for how far you can throw them. Because it is quite a, that's quite
60,
quite a way to get it down here.
Come on, strength.
Yeah, I would say it probably
You have
lands.
advantage on raging. Oh, no, you're not raging. Sorry, none.
No, you're not. He's not raging now because he was down.
Yeah.
It probably lands about Endo, near Endo.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Rubik's. I'm going to move. Oops, wrong button. Around The pole. No, actually, Rubik's will be fine. I've changed my game plan. I want to be 10 away from this guy, not 5. So is that 10 away?
That's 10 away. Yep. Yep.
Okay. I am going to regret doing this, but I would like to recklessly attack.
Okay.
And we're going to hit this guy with my glaive. Is that what I really want to do? Is it? Yeah.
Is it?
Well, there's 2 things. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Alright. Yeah, so reckless. Which gives me advantage, right? Hang on. I'm going to do that again.
Yep.
Not much better.
That is a miss, I'm afraid.
Okay. I am going to run away.
Okay.
Because I'm so brave. How much where was I before I was like there?
You were you like here? I think you only moved like
Okay.
1, didn't you?
Okay, then. Which way do I want to go? Where's everybody else? Yeah, I'll strut my hood on. I think I can get to about there.
Okay. Everything?
I haven't done my bonus action, have I?
No.
Or would the throw have counted as the bonus action? Key throw.
Probably not. It's probably like an object interaction, right? So you couldn't do that.
Oh, rage.
Okay. Yeah. Good plan.
And I'm fanging it. Big mandibles. come out.
Oh, okay. You're gonna bite things back.
Yeah, you might be. I haven't been bitten by anything yet, but I've been getting ideas.
Okay. Endo.
Yeah, the wounded one near me is just gonna get
This
like
one, yeah.
a fucking headbutt straight away.
Okay.
Let's just see if I can actually get this thing working properly. There we go. I won't know where it says for at least 20 minutes. So.
Well, it is a hit.
Oh, that's what I wanted to hear. So yeah, he's going in with the headbutt now. He's really annoyed.
Yeah, again, you kind of headbutt this one and its head just explodes.
And then immediately turns to the other one and with his second attack.
That's a hit.
Yeah. This one he just goes to punch straight in the face.
Okay. Yep.
And with his last key point, I think. Where is it? Where's the thing? Oh my god, where's it go? I'm gonna grapple it. Do I need to use a key point for that? Oh no, I don't. No, I don't.
No, you have a thing where you can try and attempt
Yeah,
to grapple.
right. As long as I hit them.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So, yep, strength. And it will need to make
Okay.
a dex.
It's going to fail.
I got a nat 20. It was 23.
Like I said, I'm going to fail. Yeah. I think
Okay.
somebody needs to actually have a look at her operating system and the setup on Roll20 because I don't.
What's
think
bad
this
is that
legit.
Isla's not getting any of these nat 20s.
Yeah.
That's what's really frustrating. She's rolling
That's-
terribly.
Oh, can I do an object interaction?
What are you going to do?
Or I was going to pick up the key and throw it at Vanessa.
Okay, yeah. Roll just strength to see how far you can throw it.
Watch me put it through his head and kill him.
Imagine. Are you just like, right?
Aye.
Okay, yeah, that would reach him. So it's on the floor in front of him. Okay. That's everything, yep.
That's everything. I'm just going to
Okay.
cry while I watch the rest of the combat.
Isla is going to... She's going to move around here and use her last cure wounds to get Gideon up. Barely, but
I'll take it.
it's all she could do at that moment in time. And yeah, she's also gonna grab the potion, the normal healing potion that Endo gave her, and kind of push it into your hand. And that is her go. Tide.
I'm going to look at Venice here and say, just kind of flap my hands at him and say, sort yourself out. You've got the key. And I'm going to run up here. And I'm going to cast... Perfect. I'm going to say... Hi, Isla. I'm going to cast my last 3rd level spell. I'm going to cast another aid on Gideon, Blaze, and Endo.
Yes!
Which gives them all 10 extra hit points.
Nice.
And raises their HP max by 10. And that would be my last 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
And I'm going to run back down and say, hi, I'm back again. Maybe I can talk to you later. I'm done.
Okay. Gideon.
So, question: is this one? It's not engaged with me, right? It had moved away slightly to get to Isla, so I
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
get away without an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, it's on Isla.
Okay, so I am going to. Yeah, I'm gonna go to run over here and shout, "Thanks, Tide!" as I go by, and then I'm going to wave my hands and push forward, and crackling black eldritch lightning comes out in a big line, and I would like to do it there so that I hopefully get these two, but not Oozy Boy and not Blaze.
Yep. Okay.
So they each need to make a dex save. The DC's 15.
Okay, so small boy manages to jump out of the way. Big boy does not.
Okay, so I think small boy takes half damage,
Okay.
and then big boy is going to take full.
Oh, nice. So 14 for him. Small boy is looking rough as hell. Big boy kind of takes it.
How dare he?
I think you're still on Whisper, Gideon. We didn't see that.
Yeah, I was. I've just thinking about it.
28. It was 28 damage.
The stress of it.
And then for my I should have done that first. Damn it! I'm gonna for my bonus action, I'm gonna do my last form of dread. Mainly for the temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Rubik's is going to keep attacking Big Boy because it has now attacked him as well. Nice. Hits both times. And that is... Yeah, so Rubik's is kind of like lashing out with all his ooze, and it's kind of burning and searing the flesh with acid of the big boy creature. He is having some effect when he's making his attacks. Vanity is going to drop to his knees immediately as he sees the key drop and like pick it up and be like fumbling trying to unlock the manacles that have been on him for the entire battle. He releases himself and he's like, about time. And then he is going to step to here.
And do mass healing.
Maybe not, yeah. He is going to try and zap the guy that is with Endo. And does so. This one is looking ropey now. But that is his go. Okay, so there's going to be so many character sheets. Okay, Isla's going to take a bite. And she is going to take a bite. And she is going to go down. Endo, you're going to take a bite potentially. 20.
Yeah, take a bite.
That is just 6 piercing.
Yeah, I'll take that on the chin.
And Rubik's is going to take a bite here as well. For that amount. But again, it kind of can't latch onto Rubik's the way it's latching onto you guys. So he is not pinned. However, Rubik's is now going to take a whole load of attacks. Oh, one of them was a nat 20. Okay.
Oh, Rubik's.
Okay, so that is that. And that. Then that. Rubik's is looking a little rough, but is still holding together. Blaze.
Alrighty. Blaze, as he comes down, he jams his glaive behind his back and pulls out his short sword and throws an axe. And comes down and takes a big chomp onto this guy.
Okie dokie.
Where is that? Arm of the beast. Come on, beastie boy.
Yeah, nice. So, how do you want to finish this?
Yes. As well, I bite in and then just shake my head and sort of rip its head off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice.
And as I do, I also will get back. What do I get back from that? And I regain a number of hit points equal to my proficiency bonus. Where is it? And I regain 3 hit points provided I have less than that many points, and I do, so I gain extra 3 points.
Nice.
Cool. Yep, ripped his head off, blood all over me. How far did I come down then? Like 2, so how close can I get over here? I can probably get to that there. And I will throw the axe at that creature.
Yep.
On axe. Where is it?
Nice. That was exactly what you needed.
Yes, it comes back into form. And unfortunately, everyone else is too far away, so that'll be me.
Okie dokie.
Some movement, and I can't do anything else.
Endo.
Yeah, Endo can see that a potential ally is getting battered. Oh dear. Yep. Endo's going to charge up to the little one.
Oh god, okay. For Rubik's.
Yep. He's just going to see an innocent creature that's just not been doing anything except walking around and sitting down, listening to someone singing a song. It's like, Endo can't just let someone like that die. No way. So yeah, he's going to attack this thing from, I'm assuming, from the back or the side. He's
Yeah.
just going to come running straight at it and elbow it in the side of the head,
Okay, yeah.
essentially.
Oh, that's a miss.
And then second attack.
Yeah.
Same again.
That is a hit.
Oh. Well, actually, second attack, he's not going to use his elbow. Come in with the elbow, miss, and then he's just going to be like, "Ah," and then just headbutt this one as well.
Okay, so are you going for the head again, or where are you headbutting this one?
It's head. It's
How are you
face.
finishing it? Okay, yeah. Another explodalized skull.
Oh dear. And then, just for flavour, he's going to stand here, look at the big one, and he's just going to go into a sumo stance, slap his legs, squat, make his face all like just concentrated, clap his hands together, and just look at the thing and wait.
Okay.
And that's his move.
Yep. Okay. That needs to. 1 second.
So he was doing that like to get the thing's attention. He
Yeah.
wasn't just doing that for fun.
Yep. Oh, that's not whispered. That's not whispered, guys. That's not whispered.
That doesn't change our plan.
Tide.
Right, I'm going to shout to Isla. Isla, get up! Get up! I'm going to give her. I've only got first level spells left, but I'm going to give one of my healing words.
Okay.
7. And then I'm going to get closer just in case Endo does drop and need something a bit closer in range. And then Tide's eyes are going to go black. And his ears are going to prick up as a bell tolls. And I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on the big boy.
On the big boy, yep. It's wisdom, is it not?
He's taken damage, yes?
He has taken damage. Let's have a look. Nice. Oh. What the hell just happened?
It's a whiz save. I know you know this.
Yep. I know it from Rain. It is her favourite. Yeah, okay, yeah. He kind of like holds his head in pain. And yeah, he's that rocked him.
Perfect, I'm done.
Okay. Gideon.
Just throw a chaos bolt at the big boy.
Okay.
Just at first level.
That's a hit. Nice.
And then I am gonna move closer to Vanessa, and I'm just in my form of dread, looking probably fucking horrifying and covered in blood and skeleton and disgusting. I'm just gonna run right up to him and be like, "You're going to help us, aren't you?" And try and like bully him into helping us a bit.
Yeah, just roll intimidation for me.
Oh, for God's sake.
What is it today?
I don't know. It's not been good, has it? Okay, yeah, cool. That everything?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Rubik's is locked in a battle with this horrible creature that's been hurting him. So he's going to do his attacks on it again. I think one of those misses, the other one hits. As kind of acid like eats into the face of this creature, and it's looking ropey now. It is looking not good at all. But that is all that Rubik's can do. He is not moving. He's going to stay there. Vanessa kind of looks and he's like, well, now that I'm unshackled, then yes, maybe. And he is going to... What is he going to do? He is going to move to here and attempt to zap. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so he kind of throws out his hand and lightning zaps from his hand and hits into the creature, kind of like frying it. It is barely standing now. We don't have any Void Hunters left. They're not on. It is going to keep lashing out at our poor little friend that I fear is going to come home with us if it survives.
Did Endo's dance not like attract it like a peacock?
No, because he attacked again, didn't he? Rubik's attacked again. So that is 12. 12. Rubik's is looking very, very rough. Blaze.
Blaze is going to come running over and stand where the fallen thing is. Just going to run over on top of it.
Okay.
And he's going to go for another bite.
Okay, yeah.
Where is it? There it is. Yay!
Oh, yeah. That unfortunately is a miss.
You sure?
Yeah, just.
Okay. Well then, after I've just bitten my tongue, I'm gonna swing out with my short sword. That's just a bit better.
How do you want to finish him?
Yes. I'm just going to just pierce it straight in through its chest.
Okay, yeah.
So I can drive it through its chest and just put all my weight behind it as I have hand on the hilt and just sort of drive it in and keep pushing.
Yeah, as it kind of falls, you like fall on top of it, almost jabbing it even further in, and the creature is dead.
I heard absolutely none of that because I got put off. Oh.
He jabbed it through the chest with his short sword.
Yes.
As it falls, Rubik's he's kind of in the form almost of a very weird dog, and he kind of just flopped to the floor, like he's clearly very, very wounded. Vanessa kind of turns and looks at Tide, not quite sure what you guys are going to do next. Anything else, Blaze?
No, I threw my other weapon, so I haven't got anything else I can do.
Okay. Endo, anything you want to do?
Yeah, Endo's going to walk straight up to Vanessa, like toe to toe. Bear in mind, he's absolutely covered in blood. All his head is covered in blood and brains and things like that. He's just going to look at Vanessa and turn around and say, "Hey, you going to help us now?" That's all. And he is kind of trying to be a bit intimidating.
Okay, roll intimidation.
Oh, God.
Okay. Is that everything? Yeah?
Yeah, that's everything.
Okay. Isla is going to kind of... She's very, very wounded. She's going to just kind of limp over. She's going to use her bonus action to move a little bit further as well. She's going to just move over to Gideon and kind of like look quite concerned. And she's going to be like, are you okay?
Still standing.
She kind of nods. Tide.
I'm gonna just like draw my claws, and I'm gonna just like put my little clawed paw to his neck and be like, "You will help us, right?"
Are you also trying to intimidate him?
I think so.
Okay, roll intimidation.
Excellent. Joining the club.
Oh, Lord. Okay, is that everything?
Yeah, I guess that's me.
The least intimidating, most dangerous group ever.
My life.
Gideon.
I think I'm just going to say to Vanessa, if only. I think I'm just going to say.
Just kick him.
No, I'm just going to say, look, you tried to do something to us instead of sending us wherever you said you'd send us. That's fine. A load of things came in and tried to kill us all. I think we're a bit past like lying to each other and not telling each other the full story, don't you? Can we just please talk about this like grown-ups? And I'm still in my form of dread also.
Okay, roll persuasion for me.
That was so nearly a 20.
Okay. Got everything? Are you staying where you are?
Yeah, I would just like to hold a firebolt for if it looks like he's going to attack.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Rubik's is going to he's still slumped on the floor, but kind of like moves his head to look up at Blaze. And that is all he's going to do. He's not going to attack. He's just going to be looking up at Blaze adoringly. Vanessa kind of looks from each of you. He doesn't look intimidated at all by anybody, but kind of turns to look at Gideon and he's like, "What are those creatures? Are there more of them? I'll help you leave. I don't want to be attacked by more of these. They've nearly killed my pet."
Well, I think that your pet might be up for debate. Looking at Blaze. but I don't know. We've been attacked by them once before. I think that they're cards on the table. I think they're drawn to whatever it is that Endo's got inside of him. So it seems like maybe they're hunting us. So the best way to get rid of them is probably to help us and send us on our way.
Fine. He kind of like touches his wrist where the manacles were on for a little while and then like frowns a little and he's like, "It's the black gem. The black gem will send you where you need to go. Remember the name."
Yeah, Endo, can you remember the name of the plane?
Yeah, he looks at Gideon and he's like, Zukarak.
Zucchini.
And then he turns to Vanessa and he literally just says, "Can I have that recipe now?"
I think not. It's probably time for you to leave. We don't want more of these turning up.
That's fine.
Endo just squints and looks at him and just says,
They only turned up because you were tricksy.
Well, I'm not tricksy now. Just please leave.
Give us our gold back and we'll leave.
Are you really doing that?
"Oh Lord."
Oh.
I picked up my axe. I'm going to walk over at his face, fangs still out. I'm like, yes.
Roll intimidation.
Intimidation.
I just think Tide would.
Fair.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, he ain't
The
intimidated.
+5 on it as well.
He kind of like looks down at his hand that starts like sparking a little bit with lightning. And he's like, I think it's best for you to leave while you can.
Yeah, fine. Cool. Okay, fine. Yeah.
Walk over here, pick up my manacles.
Insult to
Endo's
injury.
And
My
it's like,
key.
Don't forget the key, please.
Yeah, got it. One at a time, everyone.
Endo just walks up to the monster creature thing, and he's just like,
Hello, Mr. Slimy Thing. Are you going to come home with Endo?
He kind of like is still just like slumped and kind of like tilts his head a little bit, and then looks towards Vanasia.
Endo just turns quickly to Blaze, and he's like,
Please, sing.
I don't want it.
come on, man, OC, that did hella damage to that thing.
Vicious mockery. Can I just check out this body real quick, the big boy? Just if there's anything like on it. Like, does it look like are there any orders? Was it sent here? Did it just appear?
No, there's nothing for you to even really search on it. It is just a creature. It doesn't have any pockets or anything.
Oh,
Fantasy kind of moves up and looks towards Rubik's, who like is looking from Vanasia to the group back to Vanasia as if he's trying to decide what to do.
I'm going to start very quietly. I'm just going to start, I want to push you around.
Roll performance.
can I do a little backing track and give my last bardic inspiration for this?
Yes.
I'm
Amazing.
gonna start clicking and swaying.
What's, is it a D8?
D8, yeah.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, it's enough. It's enough. He kind of moves towards Gideon.
Yes!
Vanasia steps back.
That guy's gonna kill us.
He is stood in the circle now, by the way.
I'm like still singing, like gesturing at Blaze to get in.
I don't know if I trust this guy enough. I wanted you go first and I'll follow.
What if it can only do it once, or we get split up because we all get sent somewhere that isn't the actual name of the place that Endo originally said?
Endo
don't,
just
don't we each just have to think of the word? Or is it Endo that has to think of the word?
The word needs to be spoken
By each individual?
by whoever places the gem.
so Endo just turns and says it again.
Zurak.
Zurak.
Because I feel for you. Vanasia goes, that wasn't the word.
Oh my god, it totally was.
I believe the word was Zurakir.
Okay, yeah, that could have been it.
And can we do multiple trips on this gem, or is it a one-off deal?
You can do multiple if you wish to stay here with me for a while. And he kind of smirks a little.
Endo just says,
If you try anything dodgy again, though, these creatures will come back and there'll be more of them.
I thought they were following you, not your
They
friend.
came.
Or
They
your
came
stupid
out because
spell?
you did something dodgy.
That is not what your friend told me.
No, Endo, I think they came because our friend, and I'm like pointing at his chest,
yeah,
did something. At your chest. I'm pointing at Endo's chest.
yeah, Endo's nodding.
Well, wait, are you taking Rubik's?
I think he's coming with. He wants to come with us.
When he says that, I'm just gonna I'm gonna do whatever I have to do with the gem and say Zurich here.
Don't even know. Like, Zurki?
Okay, yeah, so you'd say you say Zurakia and you are that's the wrong thing. You are immediately lightning kind of flash around you, and you find yourself standing at the bottom of an immense red stone gorge. In the distance, bolts of lightning lash through thick, dark clouds, and you can see a vast, strangely shaped towers silhouetted in each bright red flash. The air is thick with dust and punishingly cold. Ahead, there is a steel, crumbling path leading up one side of the gorge. And Endo, again, I'm not going to take you into private just to tell you this, but in your voice, you hear the familiar, in your head, you hear the familiar voice of the Solarics say, we are here. To the temple, Endo, to the temple.
Yeah, so he would this time, he would actually, like, you know, guide everybody, be like, it's this way, the temple is up there.
And that is where we're going to end the session.
Oh my
Still
god.
not finished.
Still not finished.